I'll start this up now. Welcome back to, session 4 of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Last time it was Mihiru who kicked the bucket, unfortunately, our favourite photographer redhead. And so we started piecing together our investigation to figure out who it could be. I have some suspicions. The main two is that I think it's between these two. But since between last stream and this one, I've been thinking about it a lot more. And if I'm honest, I'm leaning a little bit more on Peko. The reason why I leaned on these two is because of the anime mask that was found at the crime scene, referencing this one particular serial killer that Sonia talked about at great length, but Peko overheard. And something about you wouldn't be openly talking about how a specific serial killer works to then mimic that approach, because it would put the pin on you so quickly, but someone who maybe just overheard it and jumped on the opportunity would do so. However, that left me at a bit of a moral conundrum because I really like Peko. And so she's actually the killer. That's like, oh, well, thanks, great. It's like Celeste from the last game. But I hope it's not. I hope I'm wrong. But then that's the beauty of this game. You never know for sure as we go into the second class trial. Since it's been a couple days, I'll recap everything that we have. The Monokuma file told us the time of death. It told us it was found in the beach house. And it was a blunt instrument that killed her. But there was no other anything. There was no external injuries, no foreign substances. The blood stain on the floor has a streak going, implying that she was moved. And we first assumed that she maybe crawled over there. However, Mikan's autopsy report revealed to us that her death was almost instantaneous. So that means she was moved there. However, the big thing that muddles it up is that we also investigated a bizarre game that referenced the events of what's going on here and give us an idea of the bigger picture. So there's a lot of mysteries to solve with that as well. What this will all mean and what it'll end up going down to, I'm sure we'll figure out as we go, but let's actually get in there and start talking to people and get a move on. Let me go, help me. No, you gotta be here too, Hiyoko. I know you witnessed your best friend's death, but you gotta come with us. Much as I don't like you, you gotta come with us. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Why?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing little girls. If you hear me pause a lot, I put it in the title as well, but I'm still dealing with the common cold in all of its majesty. I was feeling it a little on the last live stream, but it manifested a little bit over yesterday and waking up this morning. I feel like fit as a fiddle in that sense. So I'm carrying on just as is. Just be a little wary that it might be slightly slower today, so I'll be taking little pauses or little dips here and there just to kind of take a sip of water and whatnot, as just to keep me functioning. What's going on?
Sheesh.
Hiyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko is still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Damn it.
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm going to make you a part of this island's food chain.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. Yeah, that's not the Monokuma I know. In the last game, when Kyoko was late, instead of going and looking for her, she was just going, should I just execute her when she arrives? Should we do that? That'd be fun. Yeah, let's do that. You know. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyahiko? Oh, speaking of, that guy totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment.
How strange.
He pisses me off. Ha ha ha. What the heck's going on, Monokuma? What the heck? His anchor changed his form. I'm right here. What the hell, Monokuma? Fuyahiko, you came. I was worried about you. Oh, Archiaki. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyahiko, what does that mean? But it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway,
Looks like everyone's here, so let's depart now.
see ya
I'll go
later.
first, be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This too.
So it
must be
begins,
will
the beginning of the end. Now that— oh right, you're here, forgot about you. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. Ugh, that's right, I can only— moving forward is the only option. Right, I didn't do this last time, it was actually kind of poke everyone. You should be honoured. A mere human such as yourself, to be present— will be present to witness the beginning of the end. I suppose I'll talk to you. I believe in you. If everyone works together, you should be able to stand against any despair. I will definitely help you out. Yeah, you helped so much freeing this little shit. I have nothing to do with this. Well, that's a lie, but we'll get there when we get there. What about you, you little piece of— what are you dilly-dallying for? Come on, let's hurry up and go. Oh, Pecco, please don't be the culprit. Let's go. There's no reason for us to waste time here. Fair?
listen.
The truth behind Mahiru's death. Sparkling justice may hold the key. No, that just has to be it. What about you, Chiaki? Did you find anything when we separated paths? Let's go. We can't forgive the killer. What about you, Akane? Class trial stuff again. So this time we got to figure out who killed Mahiru, huh? I don't get complicated stuff, so I'll leave this to you guys. I appreciate the honesty. What about you, Nekomaru? If you don't unleash your power here, what else are you going to unleash? Don't you want to avenge Mahiru's death? Ibuki, how are you doing back there? Monokuna changed forms, kind of me surprised.
Hey, hey!
Could he be the type to awaken hidden powers when he gets angry? He's a stuffed animal, right? I'm glad that at least one person continued to acknowledge it. Not mentally prepared, don't think I'll ever be, but we can't just stand around all day. Yeah, I guess you're right. What about you, Mikan? Are you okay? Mahiru? Why did Mahiru? This is impossible. I always really feel for Mikan. Like, I'd say my top 3 characters. Like, Ibuki's at the top, I think she's brilliant. Pecco is second, because it's that Kyoko-esque character trope, and I always live for that. And she has a sword. And then Mikan's probably my third favourite, because minus all the fan servicey BS that they put her through, she's just a complete innocent sweetheart who doesn't know what to do in such a horrible situation. And yet we keep on, like, pushing her, because it's like, well, no, you're a nurse, you're the closest thing to an autopsy we can get to figure out what happens to these bodies. Like, we keep on having to push her in these horrible situations just to get to an answer. I'm a Yakuza, I won't run or hide. Alright, so I don't think... oh, so my throat's going again. I don't think Fuyuhiko did it. I've said that many times before, but I do think he's involved. I think he's aware of what happened to some extent. Because when we have to reference that game that we went on to, the Despair, whatever it was called. During it, one of the biggest things that stood out was that there was a brother that was aware of what had happened that wanted to get revenge. I think he's the brother, but he didn't actually get the revenge. Someone else took it for him who also played the game. Basically, everyone who played that game is a potential suspect. It's just figuring out whether Pecco played it or not, because that will answer the ultimate question. If she has, then yeah, it's her. If she hasn't, then we're back to guessing.
You're so evil.
Yeah, no, I hate as I see it. Such a bad taste. The worst, lowest, most brutal taste. Yeah. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, it descended. I wish they had more animations than it just popping into existence and popping out of existence. Rumbling sounds soon filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. A few less. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout the drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before finally going squish. I stopped breathing. And then the awkward, very long silence. Yeah, I think they're going to do that every time. Everyone just sits in the lift in silence, waiting for it to reach the bottom. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure, by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Aim, defeat the boring routine.
So,
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something like this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No.
Nothing, really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time? To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mihiru Kuizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is one of us. Is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... regardless, we need to find the answer. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. But to save? Yes, I would like to save. I want to recap everything again. And also set new skills. Because there's been a couple days, so I was like, okay, so there was a bat at the crime scene. The trash can was filled with water bottles. Mask, a yellow gummy was left, which is how we know that, was it Hiyomi, is involved. The shower room is closed, but in there is a window you could escape from. There's a broken fish tank. And from there's a Twilight Syndrome murder case, there's a broken window. And a stolen swimsuit. The ending prize, which was found in Mahiru's room, but I don't think she was the winner of it. I think she was given it by the actual first winner, which was Fuyuhiko. The entrance hall photo that implied that they were, in fact, the girls from the game. The broken vase. The victim's crime scene. Who, I want to point out, has the same hair color as Hiko. The girl E crime scene photo. The Gome, the letter to Mahiru. It seems there is someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. And the autopsy report. I think it would be weird if Hiyoko wrote that, but we'll see. Let's see what skills. A slightly more health. Yeah, I was debating that one. But slightly steadies the aim. I want upshift. I think it costs 2 SP is a bit of a crime, but actually, I think I can equip everything as it stands right now. Just barely, yeah. Okay, so I've got slightly more health, better recovery, steadier aim. The reticle is faster because it was slow as hell during Hangman's last case. Allows you to lock on the 2 demons at once during panic talk, and that's it. I think that's a good starting point. And the difficulty is still, yeah. Okay, let's begin. Proceed to class trial. Are you ready? No, but let's go anyway.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
Oh,
and
Monomi's tied up again. I just
did
noticed in the back.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh,
No matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Yeah, thanks for the commentary, Monami.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome
Masterpiece
murder
of gaming.
case.
When it was the credits, it was like produced by Monokuma, directed by Monokuma, written by Monokuma, everything by Monokuma.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
Okay, so that could be Peko trying to build up a bluff, or that could be that she's actually not played it.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So,
Yeah, there's a bit of a weird fourth wall question when he said that. Characters in the game were girl A, B, C, D, E, and boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning is in the staff roll credits to kill the game as a reference. You should be able to figure out who's who. First character the player was able to control was girl A. True identity of girl A is probably... let me think. Was it... She was the shy one, right? Yeah. So it would have been Mikan.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki.
Don't worry, it doesn't mean you're in trouble, sweetheart. I promise you're not in trouble. We're just working it out. Don't, it's okay.
That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mikan.
A nasty, trashy
Oh,
pig
speaking
like
of...
you
Oh, well, you
doesn't
got
have
your
privacy
attitude
rights.
back considering your best friend's dead. You little shit. Was that crocodile tears? Maybe you are the killer.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit.
Chucky.
You're in the game too, huh?
Right, the one who said that was... Oh, no idea. Taking a guess. Go B. Let's go down the list. Oh, wow. I'll just go A, B,
Girl
C.
B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
You're the shortest here, and you swear about 10 times per second.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Was Girl C Ibuki? Hyper energetic and unique. Yeah, that's Ibuki.
I see.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Ibuki, I love you. And then Chunky's like, okay.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Let's just move on. Let's not entertain Ibuki being the little bundle of life she is. The only person who has always had a camera with them would be Mihiru.
See.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Fuyuhiko's Guy F. I figured that out beforehand.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person
His
whose
little
last
sister.
name was also
See,
Kuzuryu?
I remember.
Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names
Yeah.
were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
Because he has a sibling.
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
I like how people are prepared to listen to his argument, but no one trusts him after the last case.
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice. It's true, I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuriya appears twice is probably because he had a little sister.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuriyu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Ooh.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
Yep.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuriyu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuriyu, play?
She was the victim.
You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is the girl who died at the beginning.
I see.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
I was going to say, Fuyuhiko's not going to like that. You'll say, yeah, we played a game that depicts your little sister's murder. No wonder he's already kind of flustered. No wonder he's already not comfortable.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Yeah, I said no wonder he's pissed. Of all the times Fuyuhiko's been angry, I think this is the first time he's 110% justified.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
No, he's calling out the fact that you shouldn't be so happy talking about someone else's death. He's literally sitting there going, isn't it fantastic that we know who died? Like, no, shut up, Nagito.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
actually
yeah,
dead.
I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events.
Yeah, it is.
That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
That's not a good defense, Fuyuhiko.
I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy...
He's stuttering.
She was mouthing off to me, as usual, and... sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memory.
Yeah, because there's been some time gap. She probably joined, like, the following year or something.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh?
But the thing is, if he genuinely doesn't believe it's based on true events, it alters the course of the entire case. If we can get him to admit it, then the case that I've built in my head of who I think it is starts to get more pieces of the puzzle where it should be, you know? Like, if he genuinely doesn't believe it's real, a lot of the case won't make sense, or won't make as much sense.
Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. You wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Yeah, Soda's onto something.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Chiaki is absolutely fulfilling that Kyoko role from the last game, which is always the one that kind of steers the conversation back where it needs to go and keeps it moving forward.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
So all that's left is Girl E.
And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
So Girl E was the killer. I think that was in that, wasn't it? That Girl E was the killer of Fuyuhiko's sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
Yeah, sure, dude.
So, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't
I like
think
how,
she's relevant
like,
to
Ibuki's
this
doing her
case.
weird stuff, and Chiaki's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just going to carry on talking now.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Yeah, for once I'm with Monokuma on this. I want to get to the bottom of the game of mystery so we can start putting it together in the actual case.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
Yeah.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live
Why did you
in.
buy into it
Why
every
did
single
this
time,
happen?
Monami?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Girl E was killed. Should be able to assume that based on the content of the game. Witness, she was the killer, right?
I see.
You know, we haven't done any non-stop debates or hangmans or panic time actions or showdowns, like, at all yet. I'm kind of appreciating that this is just, from what we know, what could we infer? Like, everyone's still civil right now. No one's arguing with each other yet.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Yeah.
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But
That but is all I need to know that he does actually believe the content of the game.
But...
Yeah, but...
Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Oh, wow!
I made a map
Another
of the music
drawing.
room's surroundings, which was the stage.
No,
of
let's
the
actually have a
first
look
case.
at this when we get the chance. All four of them went up. The door was locked. The broken vase was in another room. Water tank and gravel. Victim. Okay.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Is that what you went away for, Chiaki?
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a base.
We get it!
Aw.
Talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
Yeah.
But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Sounds about
Yep,
right.
An understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Any compliment from you is not a compliment, Nagito.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
That makes sense.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
Yeah.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then Forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
It's not that old.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girls inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Oh, here we go, an actual non-stop debate. Let's see what we got here. Swimsuit, photo, vase, crime scene.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
What if she broke a vase in the other room to lure people up? They checked the room, and then once they went into the room, then she left.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Would they have been? No. I was too soon. Damn.
After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to them, you need to go through. Plus, at the other 4 girls.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shatter.
What if they had the vase?
No, that's wrong.
I'm glad I was right. I don't know why my brain like honed in on the vase. I just felt like that was the only one that might have made sense to make the noise, you know? Like my brain was just hotwired to big thing smashing or window smashing. What if it's the other big thing?
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
Yeah.
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
Ibuki.
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
Yeah.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room.
It's a very elaborate way to hide your murder.
All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
Yeah.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
But now we've solved that mystery, we need to apply it to our current mystery.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Ooh. Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit, which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
Yeah, you need to stop bringing that up, Nekomaru.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though.
Yeah.
Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we were told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Thanks, tutorial guy. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable and you won't destroy them in one shot. Oh, what's this? Making a mechanic that was just fine in the first game harder in this one? Tell me it's not so. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer, but unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if you set to gentle, the noise won't appear, so you get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gundam. Apparently he has the skill that increased the power of the silencer. Gundam. So, yeah, okay, so the game's saying, hint, hint, if you're struggling, spend some time with Gundam, because you will get that ability. I will make a point of doing that then. I'll spend some time with Gundam next case. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, jeez.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Yeah.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How
I don't
about
know.
beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
That doesn't sound right. Unconventional weapon. It appeared in the game.
A weapon inside the music room.
Let's see this through again. See if something strikes out.
What about broken glass?
To be fair, I've got this
cause
blue
of death
text.
a
There's
blow
things
to
I
the
could be
head?
consenting with instead of just looking for things to
Then
challenge.
she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
What makes the most
Investigation conducts
sense here?
universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Let's try this. Oh, wow, what? Oh, that was just a shot in the... Okay, nice. Why couldn't the first case have gone like this? The first case is every single step I struggled
Killer
on.
must
Was
have
this one? I'm
used
kind of
gravel
like
to attack
flowing
the
through it at a nice pace. This is nice. It's amazing what one day of rest is doing. I got it. The killer must have used the gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there.
It's alright, Ibuki. I was too. I'm surprised they linked.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
Ibuki.
You're not chosen at all. And gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
No, if it was in the swimsuit, you could use it as one big
What if
thunk.
the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
True.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a
Did you just
fantastic
reference
idea.
Phoenix Wright, Ibuki? I guess it makes sense.
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen.
Yeah.
And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This
Yeah, are you gonna
happens,
let us
you
go
feel
now and
the
actually worry about
mystery
the
you
actual
created
murder
is
case?
solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now.
Yeah.
Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're
Which
talking
would have been
about
Mihiru, yeah.
right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
Yeah. Okay, I was rereading it to absorb it in my head.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D.
So this was someone who maybe was bullying bullying Mihiru?
Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back.
That seems to be a trend in this, where they hurt someone badly enough that they either faint or pass out, and then they sit there and go, well, can't go back from this, might as well kill them.
I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day.
Yeah.
I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Guy F. Right?
I see.
Remember only talking about the game.
Guy F.
If the mystery's easy. When we actually get to actually solving the actual murder, that's when the trouble's gonna start. I think that's the only reason why I'm doing okay, because the game that Monokuma made was to understand, easy to grasp.
Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
Gundam.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
It's okay for you, Hiko. But no, if you solve this murder, it doesn't get you punished, so don't worry. It's outside of the killing game.
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Yep.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Monokuma.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko.
Wow, that was excessively angry from you, Hiyoko. I know you're super angry that your best friend's dead, and I know that you're always an angry person anyway, but that was really aggressive.
Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
I only just noticed the X through Teru Teru is a knife and fork. That's funny, actually. That's a nice little touch of detail they didn't have to do. No, the game and Mihiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girlie and their murder. The fish tank? No. Oh, is it the bat? Because it's in that photo.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles.
So thank you, Pecco. Thank you for saying that. Because that little brat is not going to stop accusing him every opportunity.
And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
Fuyuhiko's like, why is this girl trying to defend me?
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Oh, Pecco could have mentioned the gummy bear found in the wardrobe.
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Wow.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru?
More likely than you think.
You're so mean!
Start crying? Oh, she's seriously faking it.
Hiyoko!
Let me think about this. I want to,
Do you know where he...
There. I can't see him, so I won't be able to pause it and read them. If only it was that easy, huh? Yeah, let me make sure my live stream window is catching up so I can actually see what's going on. Because I'm aware that I'm falling behind on my... Because I always try and keep an eye on the stream so I can keep an eye on chat, obviously. But it's fallen behind quite a bit. Oh, no, I'm 30 seconds behind. Jesus. My phone's internet connection compared to the console's internet connection, radically different beasts. There we go. I should be caught up now.
Yoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Yeah, you did. Hang on a minute. I just saw that piece of evidence.
Wishing Mr. Ants all day.
I'm sure I just saw that it was like footprints on the beach. Yeah.
Accusing you.
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko... She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Yeah, you did. Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
No, if they're yours, you're just insulting yourself. We're not stupid, Hyoko.
Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Oh, right, I forgot Nagito did that.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
Dun dun dun.
Different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Yep.
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hyoko?
Ah! I remember now. I remember when
Oh, yeah, once you're cornered, you little...
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
That's not true. You just go crush things.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
Exactly. Thanks, Yabuki.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Akane. Yeah, I didn't kill Mihiru. I was just at the beach killing other things.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's
Yeah.
obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Yeah, please, Akane, please. It's like she's like genuinely like a middle ground between Hina and Hero from the last game at times. Sometimes a little too much Hero.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
Oh, shush you.
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no
What was that? That was an
way
evil
worthless
villainess
idiots
laugh.
like you guys would be able to do that.
But I think the only reason why I don't think it's Hyoko is because I'd be very surprised if she could swing the metal bat hard enough to kill her in one. And we have that letter, don't we? That can prove that she wasn't there.
But only during my morning walk.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I know I'm going to jinx it by saying this out loud, but is it me or is this case way easier to solve than the last one? Is it just because I'm getting into the rhythm of it better, or what? Like, I'm finding this case way more manageable than the last one. The last one, like, kicked my ass. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Saionji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
Yeah, what do you say to that?
What is that letter?
Uh-huh.
I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Oh, but it was running away from the beach house whilst you were like getting ready to simp majorly. Yeah, I remember.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach.
I'm glad that he's got a little bit more taste in how he worded it this time.
I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
Pekko's really pushing on Hiyoko. So there's a part of me, I think if it is Hiyoko, good riddance, but at the same time, are they really going to do that? You know, have two characters that are deliberately designed to not be likable, and then have both of them be the first two killers? You know what I mean? Like, in terms of, like, the mystery in the design, they have two characters that are deliberately designed to not be likable, and then have them both be the bads. It'd be too obvious, which is like, boy, like, I know it's like metagaming it, but that's like the only reason why I don't think it's Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
Buki's like gut instinct is always on point. She just never knows how to word it. That's kind of like the theming I've got with this. She always kind of knows that something's up, but she never knows. She can never like pinpoint it.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Yeah, tears are gonna... I was gonna say, crocodile tears aren't gonna save you this time. You need to actually make a defense.
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place.
Oh, right, yeah, because the odd gummy was found in the wardrobe, also the closet.
There's evidence for that, too.
And the only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right?
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
Yep.
Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy?
Shh, Hiyoko.
Something like that
Hiyoko,
before.
it doesn't matter if you're good or bad. Lying that obviously is not helping you.
I have captured the true character of this mystery.
Mystery!
Hiyoko
Gundam.
summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
Ah.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
It's a trap!
If anything ever happens to Gundam, please tell me someone looks after his 4 dark divas of destruction. Please tell me someone looks after his guinea pigs. Don't let his guinea pigs, like, run loosely or something like that. Someone take up responsibility. Be a good person.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
You're suspect numero uno, Hiyoko. Insulting people's getting you nowhere.
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Sonia.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island.
Sonia, please.
Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia.
Soda.
Culture shock, you know?
Hyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Ooh. Hang on. Let me actually check. There are a lot inside each one. Each book comes with 4 flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Strawberry, melon, grape, orange. Does that look like a strawberry flavor, a grape flavor, a melon flavor? What was it? Strawberry? I don't... Let's keep a hold of that bag.
On this mystery's conclusion, Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
The sinner, wow.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body.
Yeah.
So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
Everyone doubts Hiyoko. Is that really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion.
I'm going to lean on that gummy bag theory.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Let's try it. Yeah,
No,
what is it? Am I just like being slightly unwell? Is like the secret ticket for my brain to work or something? What's going on today? But can this be every trial moving forward? Can I get into a rhythm now and be really like consistent at this? Like, it was the first trial just the wake-up call I needed to get good at this.
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
Okay, so I was in the right ballpark. For me, I was just going, yellow doesn't look like those flavors.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape,
And
orange
Nagito clearly
flavors,
spotted
right?
that as well.
Huh?
Well, yes, he probably planted the fucking gummy to begin with.
The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
Ooh, Pekko, what was with that reaction?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this?
Well, hang on, we don't know for certain it was a trap yet. It's just, we have a bit more of a hunch.
I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on! on, you little bitch.
Yeah, so like how Hiko says what we're all thinking. Hang on a minute, that doesn't immediately make you innocent just because the gummy bear was a different flavor.
Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Alright, let's see what he has to say. Footprints, gummy, barred window, gummy bag, or the autopsy report. What the autopsy report? What was that again? That was that she died instantly.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean?
Oh, you mean...
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
No, she didn't.
No,
she was
wrong.
killed instantly.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Fuyuhiko, what is it with this case and people going out of their way to get angry to make themselves more suspicious? Are people covering for one another or something? Is that what's going on here? Does Fuyuhiko know who's actually the killer and is covering for them for one reason or another because they killed the person that killed his little sister?
I'm sorry.
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Damn, Sonya, put him in his place.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
Yeah, someone did it to set up.
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
To force them to walk through the sand.
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer.
Fuyuhiko's not letting this go.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Oh no, it is Peko. I've just worked it out. It is Peko, isn't it? Think about it. And it's really clever as well in a video game sense. They used fan service to hide it in plain sight. Who showed up not only in a bikini but soaking wet? Peko. She went out for a swim? No. She went out to swim to wash it off, didn't she? To wash off the blood that was on her. And she just made up the story or whatever. And of course, as the average player, the average Joe, plays it, and it's like, ooh, pretty lady in like a bikini. Oh, and she's wet too? Like, you got the fan service ticket, so your brain blanks the fact that makes her suspicious. It is Peko, isn't it? And that's why she's getting nervous now that now that we're starting to pull it away from the kid.
She was clean.
Yeah.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
No.
I won't let you look down on me.
I had a feeling that was going to come up. I was like, no, I don't think he's going to let that go that easily.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Alright, here we go. Rebuttal Showdown. Footprints, bats, shower room, autopsy report.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of.
I need to actually look at what we got.
The body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
But it doesn't work.
Allow me to cut through those words. Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
Aha!
I'm terribly sorry. I
haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
She can't do it herself. That's already been established that Hiyoko can't get dressed by herself. It's why she was with Mihiru to begin with. Why is it her name in particular is difficult for me to remember? I say that Hiyoko's... The kid is not easy for me to remember the name either. She can't get dressed by herself.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
No, according to everyone, you smelled hideous.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good point, Chiaki.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Well, let's keep in mind, there was a point when Monokuma showed up with a gun.
Damn right!
Damn right!
For the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
It's not Akane, though. Yeah, I was gonna say, they're gonna pin it on Akane now.
Because if so, I believe Akane...
But she has an alibi with Nekomaru.
We all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that.
See, yeah, so she has an alibi.
Rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve.
Yeah, but at the same time, I understand Soda from saying, well, let's clarify this then. She had blood on her.
All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
Spooky.
The hell it does.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
Aww.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf. I hope you get a hangnail and die.
Hiyoko! Fuck you! Seriously!
I'm sorry for being pig barf.
Ignore her, Mikan. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behaviour earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko for being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier...
Yeah, she never talked to me at all. Oh, really, you haven't caught on yet that Hiyoko is a consistent liar. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
Kind of hard to feel bad for her when she keeps doing that. Yeah, well, you're just randomly insulting Mikan, yeah.
So, what was
and
your
lying all
answer
the
to
time,
Mahiru's
both
invitation?
of which. So what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation? Sorry, I was too busy bitching at her again that I missed that line from Neko.
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At at the time. We were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
Oh! And it's the same handwriting, so there is a third person who set this up. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you as I put this in your mailbox. But what we discussed earlier, it's okay if we change the place. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at around 2 p.m. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, we'll try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mihiru Kuizumi. Same truth bullet. The letter Hiyoko receives has been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh? The letter that Hiyoko had. Doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence? Yeah, the letter we had. Where is it?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
But what we discussed earlier is okay, we changed space and time. Beach house about 2:30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
Okay, we changed the place. I want you to come into space at 2.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Safe to say the letter was forged by a killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Both of them.
I see.
Because the handwriting's the same in both of them.
Must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Pecco, you've been quiet for a while.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret.
Yeah, making sure that there's quietness so the evidence that could pin it on someone outside of them goes unnoticed.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible.
Is it for you, Nagito?
I've offered to help so many times.
Oh, right, you're just annoyed that no one came to let you mess with it.
At all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
There are a lot of other things you should be ashamed of other than that, Nagito.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
I kind of feel bad for Ibuki that she has to stand right next to him.
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward.
Oh, hello, Pecco. Just as I was saying you're being too quiet, now you're back to calm again. Please don't... I know I keep saying this, but please be wrong. Please don't make it be Pecco. I would love for it to be literally anyone else. Well, other than Ibuki as well. Don't let it be Ibuki. Just don't let it be Pecco. Let me be wrong.
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Oh, you were drugged, is what you're saying.
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry.
There's gotta be a point where the game just lets me give her a hug. That's all. That's all I think that's what Mika needs the most. She just needs that reassurance.
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start.
Which means something Peko is starting to seem strange. Well, at the same time, she's not the only one that was very, very pushy on it being her, so we'll leave it at that for now. I just would like to think it's not our Yakuza friend. I feel like that's the running thing of this, that he's set up to look like he's bad, but he's actually not.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer! Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily?
Fuyuhiko's still pushing.
Those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
I vaguely understand what you're getting at, but you're also starting to sound a little like Game 1 Byakuya, and saying, no, we should be playing this game the way it's intended.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
And I don't think you're the right person to be trying to give advice.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
No good side, that's for sure, Soda.
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair.
Yeah, but I think you are the despair that keeps on making it and you just want to see it get challenged all the time.
And I believe that absolute hope...
Oh, he's doing that crazy face again.
...at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Buki, just pick a fucking side so we know where to stand with you is what she's saying. Instead of doing all this middle grounding shit.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Thank you, Hajime.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
Yeah, we haven't got very far with this, other than just clearing up a person.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way.
Monome shush.
That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Monokuma's like, you do realize they're working together to figure out who killed someone else, right? And so someone else is gonna die.
What? He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
It's even worse for Ibuki. It's not that she's next to Nagito, she's in between angry and crazy. You know? Like, I just realized, like, oh wow, that's not a great place to be in, Ibuki. Bit of truth, that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Yeah, where do we go from here? Even if what lies there is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward, because unless we reveal who among us is Mihiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Oh, is this the midpoint? I actually did alright for that first half, I'd say so myself. I really didn't do bad. Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. You want to spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. Can't. That's seriously a big no-no. This winning right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? Sir, without further ado, the answer is... Ah, you can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears!
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Yeah, I'll save. Oh, and here we go, round 2.
I'm Monami. My heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Okay.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mihiru Kuizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
Right. 1 second, I'm gonna go clear my nose. 1 sec. Common cold kicking in.
I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
There we go. You don't need to hear me blind my nose or any of that stuff, so I just muted my mic.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Ooh.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder.
But the footprints would be there if that was the case.
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? No. If so, you've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. What? There's another new thing we gotta worry about? During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of your synapses course. You can move sideways to the left stick and accelerate with R1. There's a circle to brake, L1 to jump. Okay, bumper jumper. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course, so make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths will split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. So what, we're going to play like an auto runner? Highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's the meddlesome advice to you. What button was brake again? Was it... circle is brake. So R1 accelerate, circle brake, L1 jump. Press options during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Well, good luck, have fun. That's right, this might be a very important problem. The killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house. When did the killer arrive at the part from the beach house? Think. Just focus and think about it. I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. What the heck? I'm playing Sonic Heroes. Oh, this is cool. I like this. We can keep this around for the later stuff. We can do this more often. Whee! Uh oh. Before. Hey! Oh, missed it. When did the killer leave the beach house? Oh. her? Hey! Question 3. Probably in the beach house itself, right? Yay! Alright, what's next? Oh, we're done. Okay.
It's all coming together.
I like that mini game. That's a really fun one, actually. I was kind of like, oh god, here we go again. Here's another new mini game to worry about. But that's actually pretty fun. You guys think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Oh, shush you.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Everyone is just like, Hajime, what have you been doing for like 2 minutes? Oh yeah, the way like Hiyoko mentions it, was he actually just standing there in silence for the past couple minutes? Like, the way she worded it when you spent a lot of time thinking for nothing.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
You say that like her personality was never not forceful, Ibuki. Even when we was accusing her, she was just insulting. I was about to say insulting everyone, but that's not true. She was insulting Mikan.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good. No,
Akane wouldn't do that to me. I hope. Really didn't want this to happen. I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Place where the killer was hiding. Place where Hiyoko hasn't looked. She only like hopped in there. So the closet again?
Here.
Okay.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
Yeah, which is why you didn't look.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
And if my theory on it being Peko is true, Peko's not a short girl. It'd be kind of hard for her to not be noticed.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. Everything in one place, that's right, the place where the killer was hiding in the closet was... No, if she was behind the swimsuit, she'd be standing. Was it the case? Because one of them was empty, right?
Here!
Yeah.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
To make it easier for them to hide.
Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
That's kind of... To be fair, that's... As much as I give Hiyoko shit, that's probably a very terrifying realization that at one point you were in the same room as the person who just murdered your best friend. Or, you know? Like, that's a haunting thought.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
Yeah, just hammer it in, Hajime. Scare the shit out of her even further.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Yeah, that is the right saying, Ibuki.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense too.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Ibuki.
Anyway.
Hajime's like, please, can we just continue this conversation?
Sure Hiyoko left. They finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Problem though, wouldn't that have left their footprints unless they did manage to somehow get out from the window?
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
What?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall,
and the worst part is Nagito probably would. He'd probably sit there and listen to Monokuma talk about any old shit for hours on end. Body discovery announcement was made when 3 or more people discover a body. I discovered this. Remember, we checked this in the last stream.
Is the killer also included? Among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that!
To be fair, I noticed it too.
I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Except it has been, and it was used for it once or twice in the last game. Remember, we worked out that Celeste lined up seemingly 2 bodies happening at the same time for the body discovery announcement. It's absolutely been used for deduction before, Monokuma.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay, so Fukahiro discovered it first.
All done.
Or maybe discovered it just after. No, I'm going to flip that. But then no, the footprints. There'd be a footprint problem. That's the big thing that I keep on going back to. There's a footprint problem with this.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Because I think it's the brat. I don't know why her name refuses to stick with me, but you know who I'm talking about. Fuyuhiko, and then Soda third.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to
Aww,
make clear.
I just look the guinea pigs. Look how happy they are.
The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too.
Shut up, Nagito. As soon as we're out of here, we're tying you back up.
Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you about the final feature and non-stop debates. Oh, please don't tell me to bring back absorbs. As much as I'd like that, this game is way too hard to have absorbs to worry about as well. From this point forward, you'll be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down triangle, the shape of the reticle will change. You aim at the Ritmark's weak spot, you can keep it at that position. Yeah, it's absorb. This memorized phase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use it to make your case. When is the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you'll not be able to agree with anyone. Okay, so you can't consent with someone's words with someone else. That makes sense. You can only challenge. Please remember that it's only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck, have fun. So anything to do with the shower room is what I'm thinking. They're going to say like, oh, but where did the footprints come from? And we can say, well, the shower room. But we have to wait for someone else to bring it up first. Because then we could then lean from there and go onto the window.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have
Damn
to
it, I was
use
gonna...
the shower.
Alright, I'll scan the next thing.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do
take
with the
that.
bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
And floosh!
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can
You need to
declare
stop talking about that, Nekomaru.
Definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
This contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Nice,
No,
okay,
that's
I'm
wrong.
glad that I failed to get it last time.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
We're just going to start leaning it onto
They
Peko.
could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Like how Fuyuhiko's like, oh, for God's sake, why can't you just explain things straight away? Well, the shower is used to wash off the blood. The possibility is, the sea. Oh, no, never mind. The shower was used to wash off the blood. It was... Oh yeah, there was a shit ton of bottles of water in there, weren't there?
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I was jumping ahead of myself. Well, I'm starting to think it's Peko so much. I was like, oh, they must have jumped in the sea, obviously.
I've seen through it.
Uh-oh.
In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why is that impossible? And why are you going to reach for your sword? Don't... spare me. Spare me.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
What? Why are you pushing... We can just say, look at what was in the trash can. Right? Please tell me trash can's a bullet. Because if it is, I'm immediately swapping to it. Metal bat... There, yeah, I'm immediately going to...
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, track one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
What the... Well, that was a... Oh, God, time to mash the button again.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator. There were only flavored drinks with colored dyes. If you use those, the blood won't come off and your body it will leave an aromatic smell too. Especially if you use the that alone would raise suspicion.
Should be the first allegation retained to lead to this outcome. Well, I should have evidence to use against her argument now.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
I keep pressing the wrong button.
There were only flavored drinks with color. If you use those,
I'm pressing R1 to slash through it like it's I'm playing Dark
aromatic
Souls.
smell too. Especially if you used that alone would raise suspicion. Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the
Yes, okay.
Those words.
There was like 100 of the fucking things in the rubbish bin.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
Ooh.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
Oh, it's gonna be Peko, and I'm not gonna like it.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Isn't that right, my faithful detective buddy?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner.
Wait, hang on.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
Seems you've realized who the killer is.
Painfully, yes, the one person who came up soaked.
See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Why are you so hesitant? I genuinely think Fuyuhiko knows something. And because it's like avenging his little sister, he's choosing to not let it go. Even if it costs him his own life, he wants the actual killer to get free. I think that's what's going on here. That he's trying to honor his little sister, so he's defending the person who killed his sister.
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them. That killer, Mihiru's killer, that must be that person. Oh, I don't want to do this. But it's absolutely Peko.
You're the only one!
Ah.
Peko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to
was
the
extra fan servicey. I was right, they did use fan service as a weapon to make the evidence hide in plain sight. As we get one more look at said fan service. Kazuchi, why are you two here? Are you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry.
Would it have done? It's a beach holiday getaway. It would have taken like 5 minutes.
So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
So she's extremely calm. So she's going to say, well, what about the footprints?
Hold on, you bastard!
And he says he's going to be on the defense.
You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right?
Yeah, so he knows. Fuyuhiko, I genuinely kind of feel for him because he knows Peko. I think he's always known Peko did it, but is choosing to defend her because of he believes that she killed the person that killed his little sister. So of course he wants to defend a person who avenged his little sister like that. Of course he wants to do that. It makes sense. Second time fan service has been used as evidence. Yeah, right, 'cause the first case it was Mikan's falling over that was used as evidence. It's a theme.
So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her
You're
on my way
you're
home.
making that up. You're trying to defend her.
So there's no
Oh,
doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the
Fuyuhiko.
opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my hotel till I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Then just say I was lying that time.
Not so fast. It's too
So
soon
when
to
it was
decide she's a killer.
everyone's eventually going to go, okay, when it was Hiyoko, you was adamant she's bad, but the moment it's Peko, you're adamant she good.
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
From the bathroom window. And with Peko, her bamboo sword, would that be enough to get her out?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko?
Like to use as like
You're
a
not the suspect.
vault?
Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well,
I admire how calm
Peko is
Peko
the
is
killer,
keeping. It makes a sharp
and they
contrast
might
from
just have an
other
answer to that
usually
mystery.
calm characters that are then accused of being the killer. Cough, cough, Celeste.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
first, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Yeah. Killer escape route. That might be the window. Small window in the shower room.
See. If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
Oh. Fuyahiko.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
Which would make sense. But I think she wouldn't have needed it. I think her giant ass sword might have pole vaulted her up. But me can make sense too.
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Yeah, that's an established problem, so she would have had to do it by herself, hence my sword explanation.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
And would set off the alarm.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
Now she is going full Kyoko. It's like, word choice.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Like her giant ass bamboo sword.
Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours! No! Please don't be violent!
If the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they would have had been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of that the killer must have hid it somewhere. And if that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Gimme bamboo sword. Yeah, it is! I think. 6 letters and 5 letters. Bamboo sword. Oh, I'm so glad I got I got upshift. This is much better. What letter is that? Another S. Another S. W. Okay, we're a little too far ahead. Give me a B. That's an M. Oh, that is a W. It's gonna be way too late by the time O gets around to it. Yeah, it's absolutely bamboo sword. Okay. I'll put this like here so they meet like here-ish. That's a W. I need M. There's M. There. Oh, too slow. Yep, they're fine, they're fine. Oh, I'm getting I was looking for the R, I need O. Oh, I was trying to get rid. I was barely thinking then. Give me a D. Got ya. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
I got it! Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
Yep. Uh-oh.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Yeah, she did, and she was even retying
the
it.
fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see?
She is a master
I knew
swordswoman.
I knew it
having the natural balance on top of it is a thing.
Ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I was actually on the same wavelength. Not necessarily it's a ninja thing, but it is a sword technique to be able to have such a perfect balance that you won't snap the blade using your body weight on it. Because it's so perfectly lined up that the blade doesn't wobble.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko,
yeah, she is quite thin.
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so it's gone for once again panic time. The PTA. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and negative time. From this point on, oh right, yeah, it's the whole they can hide it. Fever time pressing R1. Fever time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all, you won't miss during fever time either. Pressing the X button when applicable, you can destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's also negative time that the opponent can use, where if they activate it, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite difficult for you to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm with your eyes, with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty. I'm not going to tell you them that they'll have to redo the class Robu chapter if they do that. Well then, good luck, have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not going to be Peko that's going to say, no, it's wrong. It's going to be him again, because he's so desperate to defend Peko.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room, and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been
It
left
reminds
behind.
me, and I guess it's fitting that Case 2 is doing this. It reminds me of Taka adamantly defending Mondo. It literally, like, there is some things that are reminding me of, like in that sense. Vika, why are you...
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut
And I imagine in
up!
Case 3 it's going to bring back the
Don't
ammo.
fuck with me.
If it's bringing back the fever and negative this
Got
time.
proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard!
Oh, your fever time ran out, did it? Or your negative time, sorry.
You bastard!
I haven't dropped my
I'll
rhythm
see your
yet.
fucking
What are you going to do
organs.
now, huh? What are you going to do now?
pissing
You
me
can't stop
off.
me. I'm a rhythm god.
Pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof,
I
you
say that,
bastard?
immediately mess it up.
That's obviously impossible! If she
Um,
used the bamboo sword
bamboo
as a step stool,
sword
it would
bag.
have been left This is the end.
yeah.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Which makes sense because there's a rope on it. It's even like given away in that image, like the fan servicey image, that she was retying the rope.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that.
She's just practical.
Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me...
Shut up, Nagito. This the whole time it's like, Peko, you should have reached out to me. Peko's like, for God's sake.
No, you just back off.
Thank you, Soda.
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions!
It literally is the Takamondo thing again. but more justified than just bro, like it was in the last game.
You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted that Mihiru's killer, right? But is that right? Even though Fuyahiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Yeah, if we don't have to do the closing argument, that'd be nice.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Okay.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight
yep.
Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Oh, she really is sparkling justice. Like, Sonya's gonna go, huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Oh no, she's got the crazy face too now. Peko. No, not you. Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges.
She literally did the justice.
There is only one reason I kill.
And she's killed before. She is the sparkling justice.
For the sake of protecting justice.
I'm expecting Sonya to literally just start screaming.
What are you saying?
Look at Sonya. Look at her. She's like, oh my god.
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun.
Oh no, Peko, I like you. And you're a serial killer.
And the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that!
It's fine, just stop it!
Oh, Fuyahiko, it's like, come on, it's alright.
Justice must always be there to guide us.
It's gonna break
shine
Fuyahiko's
bright
heart
above our heads.
having to do this to her after she literally avenged his sister.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
This is... Could she be...
Yeah, Sonya's that, like, it's all wiring together.
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
Oh no. Oh no.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
Yeah, thank you, Soda. I think that's the most applicable reaction.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
Justice, justice, justice. Let me clear my nose again quickly, sorry.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful! Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line.
The dividing line?
Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
What is with all the emotes?
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why
To
did
preserve
you kill
justice, it was
Mahiru?
to avenge the Fuyuhiko's sister.
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Oh, sorry, she wasn't the kill. She wasn't the one that killed her sister. She was the accomplice of it.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
Oh.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
It's literally like the Toko, like Fred, the story from the last game, but instead of she's a serial killer and for some reason is never once the culprit of a killing, it's that she is a serial killer. Of course, she killed someone. Like, I mean, this case is very similar to Case 2 of the last game. Actually, now the more I think about it, someone going out of their way to defend someone else, and a serial killer gets revealed. You know, like, I'm expecting it to turn around and the victim turn out to actually secretly be a guy at this rate, you know?
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
And, yeah, I bet for Ibuki she's going, great, there's two goddamn psychos in this group now. One of them's Peko, the other is Nagito.
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
And she got to do her evil laugh just to confirm it.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
Yeah, make it so I don't have to do a closing argument. End it. She's right, we need to end this already. The killer in the end. There's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more
No,
time
no,
and
Hajime, you don't need to do the
end
closing argument. We know, everyone knows. God dang it. Alright. Let's go through these first. That's the forging the letters. Yep. Next we arrive at the beach house. Leave her body. Wash off the body. Where did they hide? The footprints. She found the body. Up the closet, she ran away. Okay. Oh, we just saw footprints. Yep. Reached the house. Killer was in the surfboard case. Yep. Mahiru met... That one? Yep, okay. Oh, leave next to the body, the mask. Just want to find the body. After Hiyoko ran away, she left it. Got out, met everyone. Oh. Nope. Oh, right, she wakes up. Yep. Alright, last stock. Drops the evidence. She was next to arrive.
Here's everything.
Oh, and that's it. I thought there was another one somewhere. Alright, that was a lot smoother.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko.
Yep.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive.
Yep.
She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said.
And was immediately attacked.
And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon.
The bat.
The metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene.
Yeah, to set up what they needed to set up.
They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
I thought it was originally to try and frame Sonya, but it never went down that road, so...
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand.
Which I'm surprised didn't dry her off to an extent anyway. I know it's no towel or cloth or anything, you know, but it's still another material to rub off some of the dampness on.
After some time had passed...
Well, you know, the carpet, you could have rolled on that for a second.
And she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her.
Yep.
From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
Yeah.
Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle,
and got out.
And used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window, while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag.
That image would be believed. That was still quite a jump she had to make at the end from that point to reach it.
And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened.
Also, in this picture alone, man, does Chiaki look really happy and cute. Right? Like, she's got a real, like, cutesy, like, look what I made kind of vibe to her. While Soda in the back not getting what he wants.
But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. They're also
the hair makes more sense.
House. So, when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Is that it?
See. And what of it?
What of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Yeah, but in her mind, following the whole justice thing, she's going to be completely justified in her mind, isn't she?
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch!
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important.
Oh?
Understand?
No?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice
Oh,
must
she's saying,
carry on.
if I die, the rest of you need to pick up the pieces when bad things happen.
In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Okay, no, she's going the other road. Of the only way to maintain justice is for me to keep living, so you have to vote wrong. That's what she's saying.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
The rest of us?
Follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life.
If she's trying to set up the whole
justice.
Junko thing from the first game, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? When she did the whole, hey look, you all know it's me, you can vote me, or you can vote something else and live a very different, happier life. Like, she's trying to play that kind of card, but it's not quite as promising.
Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices.
Yeah, but I think
are
Fuyuhiko,
unavoidable.
like I said, I think he's known from the start, or at least had a hunch since the start, and that's why he was so prepared to let it go the way it was. I think he's prepared to die for the sake of allowing that justice to continue.
A few sacrifices?
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I am Monokuma just absent-minded the entire trial.
Such heart-pounding excitement!
Yeah, so exciting you slept through most of it. It hasn't come up with the results screen yet, so is there still more after the vote? Like, usually it comes up with the results screen first. I mean, yeah, we're right, it's her. Everyone voted her anyway, so her justice plan didn't work. There we go.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
What, Sonia? Break the fourth wall like that?
Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange.
You want to question why
Something about
Fuyuhiko
this is
was
definitely strange.
defending her so much, don't you? Huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Ibuki's like, that's the definition, dumbass. Stop simping for 5 minutes.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That's Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. Let's see, so that's what it was. I think I've got a difference between the serial killer and Peko. Oh, transnationality.
I see.
It was a European serial killer.
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
So is Peko an
if she
imitation?
had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
And Peko Yama is clearly not a Spanish name. So I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary, and even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished.
Peko.
My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was!
Yeah, this is your last chance before your death, Peko. Please, give us something.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Oh.
Of course. A tool.
She's still got that kind of creepy smile on her, though.
I see. I finally understand.
Which would make sense.
I did have a
Fuyuhiko.
sneaking suspicion
And why
all along.
Fuyuhiko was supposed so defensive.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Yeah, because body discovery announcement.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it. I see!
What would happen if you game overed at this point? Question. We've already voted her guilty. If you game overed at this point, they can't do the whoops, everyone voted for you, it's over, because it's already happened. You know? Like, does the game just continue? Like, anyway.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is there 3 people including the killer or not? He's fine. Want me to say it? Doesn't include the killer this time, okay? Well, done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
Yeah, you got a point. I'll concede that, you weirdo.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
So yeah, Fuyuhiko set you to do it.
You're the only one!
Yeah.
Is it Fuyuhiko?
Who finished the game first and got the prize, so to speak, first. Yeah, I figured out the rest of this.
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. You.
I can prove it.
Yeah.
With this. I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right?
Yep.
Because whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares?
It matters. Shut up, kid.
'Cause Peko is the killer, right?
Yeah, we know that.
But we already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Well, Fuyuhiko?
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
He ordered her to do it.
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer who used me as their weapon to kill Mihiru Kuizumi was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What? Oh, that delivery from Gundam.
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does.
What?
My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case.
Has she always worked for him then?
I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts!
And there's the
No matter how
confession.
you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Pecco be a tool
But
in
she's
the
still the
first
one that
place?
did the whacking, so I think it would still count.
Pecco is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
And that's the result screen. We did a lot better. It's also a lot shorter. 12? What was it, like 16 or 17 the last one? Look, we did nigh on perfect. Damn. Misstep. Took too long. Misstep. Alright, I'm gonna clear my clear up a little bit again, once again, and then we'll see where this is going to go. 1 minute. Alright, let's see where this goes.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is.
Yeah, do you go for the manipulator or the person who actually did the instrument?
I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back
Monokuma.
after this commercial break.
Yeah, he needs time to think about it. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mihiru Kuizumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a friggin' human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I am not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't
Because
know.
you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Pecco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in. She's an assassin for the Yakuza clan.
I am nothing but
They
a
gave me a
tool.
reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
I like that image in the top right, where even as like a newborn, she had a sword in her hand. But yeah, that makes sense.
That is my only reason for living.
I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on the Yakuza, but that makes enough sense that someone of extremely high status would have like an elite, personally trained, life-serving bodyguard.
Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
I like how, looking at the images though, it was only recently that she started wearing glasses. Like, if you look at all the ones on the edge, even when they would get like teenagers and whatnot, she wasn't wearing glasses. That was a recent development. Our eyesight started changing.
That is...
You are wrong. You are not at all, Peko. Because if you are at all, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Ouch. Huh? I was ordered by young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you are hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master had always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household. I don't think that's true. I don't think he would have gone out of his way to try and defend you so much if that was true. I think he genuinely admires you as a being. But no matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. My young master intends to kill, and it's only natural for me to act as his tool. Then, the one who tried to kill Mihiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko.
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
I mean, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with
And
me.
if she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead? You tried to confirm it with Mihiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
Pretty sure Mihiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if you were told that we were connected to it, there's no way we could have accepted it. You know, when Mihiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually had plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my.
Wait, huh? You're not going to go, Mihiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd totally be fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I want someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. It's not your fault, Ibuki. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mihiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so
My young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that was what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could think to do to avenge my sister. And not, you know, say, oh, let's go out to a swim, just us two, and then drowning her. And then it'd be harder to find the body, and the mystery could go completely unsolved. Because ultimately, if a body's never found, the announcement and the class trial never happens, the person just goes missing, right? That has to be a possibility.
That is...
So that is why you killed Mihiru with the bat? But still, I believed her up till the very last minute, that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch... Hey, if the game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your younger sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What did you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? That whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that hid under the bench. But in that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru. Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
I don't think he called for her. I think she was always watching and just broke in and did it.
What?
You're saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course.
Well, of course. You don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet? Chalky's like, shh.
Yes,
Okie
indeed.
dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterwards, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for a trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that the young master was the true killer.
That's obviously
Hold on,
wrong.
don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is
I'll admit, all this talk
troubling.
about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
I see, so for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
You'd only go that far because you're the one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surveying by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Surviving by sacrificing Peko? Is that your hope?
What?
Tch.
Hold on.
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those things all you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko,
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but
Huh?
if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
I...
Young master.
Master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko? You mentioned this before, but... in this kind of situation, interacting with others would just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Terra are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You like her. It's your own feelings that held you back. You're still saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here to guarantee my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young master.
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell him the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way you'll still lose Peko, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say. Nagito, your significance to the case has vanished now, so can you shush?
Damn it.
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you.
Oh.
I am my young master's
Oh, this is. Oh, I don't like this. This is really good writing, but
Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon, after you leave. I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it.
You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Sorry, Peko, I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kazuryu clan.
Young master!
Oh my, so this is how it turned out. And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have the surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try and influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request, even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Huh?
Young master!
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself? I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so, I wanted you to escape.
Oh, because they liked each other. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
But I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Goodbye.
Tell her that you like her. Tell her that she means something to you. Don't let her die thinking that... And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Echo. That will do, Monokuma. Won't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
So you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So...
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember
that the tall Peko Pekayama who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep... I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair. Jeez, why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills,
This time,
chills!
for the ultimate swordswoman Peko Pekayama. You stayed by my side all this time. Why didn't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself.
Yeah, because he liked you.
I never wanted
Oh, there it
tool.
is!
I just wanted you.
Oh, there it is,
Only
Fuyuhiko.
you.
Bless your heart. As much as you annoy me sometimes, he genuinely just wanted... Oh.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've
Oh,
always
now
been together
Fuyuhiko
ever
has to
since we were
live with
kids.
that.
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Oh, Fuyuhiko!
Please, Peko. Don't go.
Because he genuinely loved her.
I need you.
Oh, no!
Don't leave me.
Young master?
Oh, no.
Young master.
I'm not gonna like this, am I? No, because they genuinely loved each other. It wasn't just a tool and the master. It was people who were genuinely like star-crossed lovers, and they never got their opportunity because of preconceived systems of their lives. He never got to confess, and now she has to... Oh, no, they're gonna have it so Fuyuhiko has to watch close. Oh, I hate this. It's so one-woman army. It's genuinely really beautiful in such a terrible way. But she's trained for this all her life, so she'll be able to fight against anything, really. Oh, Fuyuhiko. Get in there, dude. Find some way, dude. Find the happy ending you need. No! Oh my... And she's just gonna take it, isn't she? She thinks she's hurt or killed him, so she's just gonna take her death. Oh... Oh... No, I'm sorry, I'm taking a second. That was good. That was a really good case. I think, although like some parts of it was a little the actual ending, the solving the case and getting to it, I think that's my favourite case that we've seen across both games so far. I love that case. That everything that came with the ending of that is so fucking beautiful. I'm genuinely crying, dude. That was so well done. Bravo, guys. Jesus Christ. But then there goes Peko. So second best girl's gone. All I've got left is Ibuki. This cannot be, even for Yahiko. This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! For Yahiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have disgusted with me.
Damn it.
It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed by something so unpalatable.
Oh.
Palatable. You're still talking about that. The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed? Is Fuyuhiko actually dead?
Such
I'm
despair.
pissed. I am pissed, and I feel sad and hopelessness. But still,
Isn't that right?
it's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright shining future that awaits us. Yeah, let's tie him up after we get out of here. Not Nagito, right? Thank you, Jonathan. I'm glad there's someone that agrees with my bullshit. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Should tell you what sucks. I know I've been joking about it all stream, but having the common cold, having a runny nose, and then getting tearful. Like, I was genuinely crying a little during that because of how much it started to affect me and how much I could resonate and get it. That and a runny nose is an awful combination, man. Calling me a ladder, huh? You see some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying. Are you talking about Makoto?
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. Now you sound like Byakuya. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know. Not yet. He's still alive. Okay, thank goodness. What?
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive.
Serious?
Are you serious? Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side. You know, he probably just passed out from the blood loss. Yeah.
He's still breathing.
Mikan, you're a nurse. You need to get him. Let's everyone get him to the pharmacy now. Let Mikan do a work on magic.
Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying, but his blood, he won't stop bleeding out. His pulse is getting weaker.
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Save him, Mikan. I believe in you. Well, serves him right.
You're so
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid
Where
brother.
you laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him. Huh? A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong.
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey,
Because it's written in the school trip rules. They alone will be executed. Yeah, so he can't let him just die. If Raina Black gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if we could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey.
But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
Jeez. I guess I have no choice. Save him.
Fine.
No way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So...
Fine then, I'll save him. Really?
Lie.
I was actually going to do that all along, so I already prepared for this. Prepared? So it happened, a siren began ringing out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer. Oh my god.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat.
I'm glad you're having fun. I'm heartbroken.
So, I'll see you later.
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is he really going to be okay? To leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
Can't be helped. It's not like there any other way.
Perhaps.
It's going to be fine. He's probably going to get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely going to come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. No, I don't think he'll be that sturdy-minded. I think now his heart has been exposed just for it to be ripped from him like that. I think he's going to be a little bit more disheveled. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mihiru's death, you know. However, we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward. Sonya's right.
Fall.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn
I
it!
guess things aren't as exciting as if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realise it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I didn't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended, but we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there alone. Only one word could explain our situation: despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. And it's going to advance a step further. And the next island is going to become available to us, I assume. Go fight another Monokuma beast.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
Yeah?
Poor people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments,
but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them
Monomi's
escape.
gonna turn into Monokuma 2.0, absolutely.
For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this
You'll probably go
countdown
boom,
reaches
that's my
0,
hunch.
that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
What? Do they have a plan to resurrect Junko? Is that possible? She was flattened.
And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event
She was a
in
pancake.
human history.
What? How are you gonna...
That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that.
I am
by
very
anything
curious to see how they're gonna
necessary.
resurrect Junko.
Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any
Also, if you're only
means.
just joining in the second game, I'm sorry, but yeah, I am gonna spoil the first game. Because we've literally just gone from the first to this, it's all fresh on me. I want to see where the overarching story goes. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with resurrecting the ultimate despair.
Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
And that ends chapter 2. As a whole, the build-up was a little funky in places, but I liked it. The investigation, I figured out it was Peko, but it was how the trial went out that made it fascinating. It had the same opening problem as Case 3 of the first game, where I figured out it was Celeste pretty quickly, but unlike that, the trial that followed was interesting. And especially that ending. That ending sold the whole case for me, to be honest. It genuinely was what shot it right up to one of my favourites. I love that case. But we got her blade as a present. What's the time? It's about 5 to 1. I'll go on for a little bit longer yet. I'll probably do the daily lives, or at least some daily life, and then wrap it up there. No one's here, right? Who's talking? Uh-oh. Man, I can totally see it now, those idiots. Can't wait to see their surprised look on their dumb faces. But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh, God. You recovered pretty well from your best friend dying.
Ahem! Hope speak. Good morning, everyone. Now then, let's...
Yep, new day. Right, let's go out to meet at the diner as normal. Morning, huh? In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Involving himself in Peko's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? And was it really okay to leave him in Monokuma's care? Worry has consumed my heart. My body feels terribly burdened, but that worry ends here. There's no way I can just lay here and do nothing. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's right, I'll just do it. I should meet up with everyone at the restaurant first, and then we'll question Monokuma afterward. I'm definitely going to find out if Fuyuhiko is safe or not. Leave, let's go. Please tell me there's people to talk to. No. At least not yet. No? Is there anyone in the actual lobby, or should I just go straight upstairs? Oh no, Sonya's out here somewhere, and Chiaki's in there somewhere. Where is she? Sonya? Hello? Oh, there you are. Hello, my dear. Good morning, Sonya.
Huh?
Oh, Hajime.
You insolent
Get back.
fool.
Who do you think I am?
I am sorry.
Oh, that was unintentional. It's okay. Please be your usual self. Yeah, that was close. I was really going to kneel before her. Oh, is that why she was freaking out? I mean, if someone decides to watch a playthrough of the second game without watching the first, they can't really get upset about first game spoilers. True. I get what you're saying, dude. I feel like it was worth clarifying, though, that, yeah, it'll be the same in the third game. I'll probably be referencing this game and the last game as well throughout it. Especially because, as from at least what I can tell, they're interconnected. As in, the second game's overarching plot continues the first, and the third will probably continue this. So you're expected to play them 1, 2, 3, you know? I imagine that's why these got re-released on the PS4 and everything to begin with, because the third game is on PS4. So for the sake of making sure people don't get left behind, they re-released the first two. I'm terribly sorry. I was worried about Fuyahiko that I could not sleep at all. Must be why my face looks terrible. I was just so embarrassed to be seen like this.
I am ashamed.
I shall go wash my face and come back one more time. Now then, ta-ta. She looks as she normally does. But as I thought, Sonia and I were worrying about the same thing. Is Fuyahiko really okay? I hope he's okay, because I feel like some characters, they try and do a redemption arc and it kind of falls flat. Even in this game, I feel like some characters try to do the redemption arc Teru and it fell flat. But I feel like he's on the right path. I feel like he's getting there. It's just seeing what he does once he gets back that will kind of decide whether he's really earned it or not. But how about you, Chiaki? How are you? Good morning, Chiaki.
Hey.
Yeah, good morning. You're up earlier than usual. Yeah, I couldn't really stay put and do nothing. I see. Gaming as usual. No, I have a slight feeling she's deliberately concentrating on her game. Yeah, like, I think everyone does that, has distractions. Like, she's trying to keep her sadness from showing from being completely focused in gaming. Or is it just me? Yeah, no, she is. I'd kind of just say, I don't know, like, would you push it? Because if you say, are you doing okay? You're kind of leaning into that thought again. Hajime, you're already here? Yoko, you're the only one here. Why are you acting so anxious about? Well, actually anxious, I just happened to be awake by coincidence, so I came here early. I see. This girl, something strange. Trying to pull some kind of dirty trick again. What are you up to? I just happened to be awake by coincidence, so I came here early. It's just a coincidence. Uh-huh. What? Has this always been here? What the heck is this? The panel has been propped up and given off a dreadful, unsettling vibe. There's a bunch of photos pasted all over it. Did Mihiru take these photos? What is this terrifying ambience? Yay! Wow, what's this? What an adorable decoration. You set up a funeral for your friend, didn't you? I don't know who did it, but they must have spent so much time and effort doing their best to make it. Mihiru's going to be happy too. I don't know who did this. But we should be grateful to them, right? Hey, Yoko, did you? Oh, good morning. It's so rare to run into you two here. What are you looking at? Huh? What are these horrifying photos? I expected that reaction. What happened? What's up? What's up? Is it a brawl? Oh, I love she's always ready for a fight. Yo, look at this ruckus in the morning. This is bad. Please, take a look at these photos. Photos? Whoa, what the heck?
Hey,
what kind of ominous crap is this? Is there something used for sorcery? This is clearly an insult against Mihiru. Oh.
Damn it.
I don't know who the hell did this crap, but they're gonna got a lot of nerve. This is too much. They actually treat Mihiru's photos like this. Everyone, I understand how you guys feel, but it's probably... Good morning, everyone.
Good nom-nom-nomming!
Good mongrel. What's with those nasty photos? They have a crazy, huge, ominous aura. Buki, my girl, please. There's no excuse. This is too terrible. How could someone be capable of such a heartless trick? No, seriously, it's just...
Hey.
I know, right? Seriously, it's just the worst. Jeez, I wonder who the hell did it. Yeah, nice cover-up, huh? You're right. There's no way Mihiru would be happy with this. She won't be happy. Sure, she's so angry she'll cry tears of blood. Man, who the hell did this? No, we have to search for the criminal later. In the meantime, fire, start the fire. We'll have a grand bonfire so Mihiru can reach Nirvana. Seriously, this is...
Hold it.
You can't. Someone took their time to make this memorial so we can mourn for Mihiru. You can't burn it. Mourn Mihiru?
What the heck?
You sure it's not the other way around? I'm pretty sure whoever made it's totally disrespecting Mihiru.
You think so?
Really? I think it's just a little clumsy.
See?
Why don't you take a closer look at the intent instead of the focusing on appearance?
Perhaps.
Despite their clumsiness, I'm sure whoever made this probably did their very best. If you look at it carefully, don't you feel like you can sense their feelings? Mihiru's not alone. She'll be with us now and forever. That was probably made with those feelings. Is this like I think this is the first time something like that's ever happened. They've never done any kind of like funeral service for another character. They've always just kind of been, well, they're dead, we've got to carry on.
Right?
So I definitely think, yeah, it's a nice decoration.
I see.
After hearing you say that, I'm starting to feel the same thing.
You...
Sure are simple-minded. I really want to burn it!
Huh?
Huh?
It cannot be.
Was the person who made this... Mihiru was really, really nice. She politely taught me how to tie my kimono. She was really good at taking care of others. Mihiru's probably lonely by herself, so I'm waiting to tell her that she's not alone, even if she's in heaven. Yoko, you... I didn't want to make it look better, but unless I'm dancing, I'm so clumsy at whatever I do. Actually, I was gonna say, I've never seen you do the traditional dancing to know how sophisticated or clumsy you actually are. I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
I'm terrible sorry. I spoke out of turn without considering your feelings at all. Sorry, Yoko. I'm sorry.
Well...
How should I put this? It looks like we misunderstood. Now, let's take a closer look. It looks like you put a lot of thought into the decorations.
For now.
So let's keep this thing around until we get off the island.
No.
No, it should come with us when we get off the island too. It would be a waste to leave behind such wonderful photos. So we're not gonna burn it?
Impossible!
Of course not. We would never burn it.
You.
Weren't you the ones that started shouting that?
I got it!
Fine, then I'll forgive you all, except Mikan, of course. Fuck you!
Why?
Why are you so strict with me? Leave Mikan alone. She's done nothing wrong.
I see.
Man,
I see.
it's so unexpected.
Meow.
I really can't imagine Hiyoko being so diligent and earnest about something.
Huh.
Who cares about that? Hiyoko has a very kind heart. No, she fucking doesn't. She has a very kind heart to one particular person. Come on, it's not like that.
Jeez.
You stop it already. Yeah, you don't have to be embarrassed.
Stop it!
Seriously, stop it. Don't tease me. Hiyoko is so adorable when she's embarrassed.
Shut up!
Shut the fuck up, you pig-faced troll.
Why only me?
Why only... Yeah, leave Mikan alone, for goodness sake. At any rate, I think that's the only reason why I can't get along with her. No matter what they try and do in the writing, the fact that she's always so viciously cruel to Mikan, it's just a no. It's like you guys settle things like... It's very like you guys to settle things like this. Really? Looks like we made such a huge fuss about it and finally settled things. That's just like you guys.
Well?
Little by little, we're trying to understand and find the good in each other. That's the reason why we can move forward without feeling despair towards our situation.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are all splendid. Oh, thanks, Chiaki. Splendid, huh?
This body is...
I have arrived. Apologies for the wet...
What?
What the... What is this object that is releasing such a foul aura?
Impossible!
Oh, malice clings to Mahiru even after her death. We'll be sucked in if we look directly at it.
You're the worst.
Wow, this is a very hopeless object. What? Why are you still free? We should go back to tying you the fuck up. Doesn't belong in a hopeful place like this at all. It's absolutely brimming with malice. Let's just hurry up and destroy it. I can't stand to look at it for even one more second. Stand aside! I shall shatter this barbaric, blasphemous, false idol to pieces. Oh, those two are here. Do you still think we're splendid? So we're going to take a little more time. I completely agree. The scene unfolding in front of me was so embarrassing. All I could do was sigh. But at least it was a peaceful scene. However, we didn't realize just how short-lived this peace would be. Even though we were finally bonding, a situation was brewing, like a huge fracture running between us all. And that would be the trigger for a truly horrible and atrocious incident. Now, not just for me, but for every single one of us. We just hadn't realized it yet. Chapter 3. Trapped by an ocean scent. I'm stuffed. I can't eat another damn bite.
Hey.
Man, you sure do eat a lot. Don't you ever worry about, like, choking?
Yo.
I never get worried. You don't? Wait, what about Fuyahiko? Is he really alright? It was so concerned. I was so concerned I could not sleep at all last night.
Huh?
Plus, if his fate is in Monokuma's paws, I'm even more concerned. If only I could have tended to his wounds somehow. I wish I wasn't so useless. You're not useless, Mikan. Well, I don't think you guys should worry about it. You just forget everything that happens when you eat.
Alright!
Now that I've got a belly full of food, I'm all set. So, leave the rest to me.
Side.
I'll question Monokuma and avenge Fuyahiko.
That's obviously
Avenge? He's not even dead.
Jeez.
What vengeance? You just want to test your skill. Well, yeah. She flat out admitted it.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? Oh, it's you, Monomi. What do you want?
Jeez.
The fun mood's over now, thanks to you. Did I just ruin the mood? Don't treat me so harsh. I did my very best today, too. Hey, who the hell are you? We're talking about something important. Go away. I'm so sorry. Wait, no, I definitely want to be treated like an I definitely don't want to be treated like an outsider. So what do you want? What do you mean by I did my very best? You finally asked me.
Hey!
Well, once again, I defeated another Mono Beast. How do you like me now? I worked hard, didn't I?
Hey.
You defeated a Mono Beast, that means. That's right, you were able to visit yet another island. So let's all live happily ever after with each other this time, okay? No more getting tricked by Monokuma. No more thinking about leaving this island.
Love, love.
Love, love. Let's all live together peacefully as best friends. Speaking of one-off voice quotes, I'm going to miss Jeez from Mihiru. New island, huh? You know, we'll finally find it. A way to get off this island and go home. No, it's like in the first game where every floor is like, maybe this time will be the time we find a window that can be opened. No, that's all. The only thing we have. That's our one and only hope. Are you guys thinking about leaving the island, even though I just said not to?
Do you have a minute?
More importantly, Monomi, what happened to Fuyahiko? Fuyahiko? You see, I don't really know.
I won't be fooled.
Miss Sonia, can't you see it's a waste of time asking her? In the end, she's just Monokuma's ally. You're also a part of that mysterious World Ender organization, aren't you?
Hey!
That's the organization that brought us to this island, right? Since you're the one who brought us to this island, that's gotta be it. Hey, I don't know if you're a rabbit or a pig, but just what are you planning? It's the greatest opportunity to finally get us filled in. What a dilemma, but that's the only thing I can't say.
Bye.
Truly, this is a tragedy of middle management.
Hold on a
She
sec.
ran away again. Like this thing's been getting inconvenient for her.
Well...
Oh well, who cares about Monomi? More importantly, she mentioned a new island. What should we do?
However...
Tie you up and then go explore it. I do not think we should be exploring when Fuyahiko is in danger.
Hey.
But we must move forward no matter what despair stands in our way. That's what hope should be. What hope? You always say that just before you lead us into a trap.
There's something wrong
Jeez,
with
you're seriously just as annoying as Monokuma.
Hey, hey.
I'm also worried about Fuyahiko, but is it really okay we just stay here and do nothing? Isn't it better to do what we can? What we can, huh? She's right. Let's try and find a way off this island before he comes back.
You are right.
You're right. Fuyahiko will not recover any faster if we just stand around and do nothing. I agree with Miss Sonia. Yeah, of course you do.
Alright.
Then it's decided. Let's explore and search for a new hope.
Wait,
So wouldn't it be faster to just beat up the rest of the Mono Beasts and search for the islands in one go?
leave it to me.
If that strange-looking rabbit can defeat one, it should be easy for us to do too.
Hold on.
And don't think about doing anything reckless. Anyway, let's begin. Let's open the way to a hope-filled future with our very own hands. After that, I feel like we're doing exactly what Nagito wants us to do. In order to prepare to exploring a new island, we left the restaurant. Right, just before we continue, I'm going to clear my nose again, so momentary, and we'll explore the island, maybe do a couple daily lives and then wrap up. I want to go a little longer yet. So give me one moment. Also, yeah, why has everyone just accepted Nagito being untied now? Right? Right? Why is that just a normal thing? Anyway, one sec. Ah, alright, let's go. Oh, let's not go then. Let's go check this stupid thing. Oh, it's become a snake. Snake-a-me. Oh, look at the thing. Ah. I should go to the shop at some point. Do I have 2 of anything? So I'll give the spare to you. What does it say, actually? Memento of Peko Pekayama. The highest quality bamboo sword. This ancient and honorable weapon has been passed down through each generation of Pekayamas. But she's the only one. She was abandoned and the Yakuza picked her up, wasn't it? Anyway. I'll worry about that thing later. Probably off screen. But yeah, they were being way too forgiving on Nagito, sorry. He still can't be trusted at all. But then saying that, this is also the same writers who in the first game had most of the cast kind of forgive Byakuya, despite the fact he actively messed with the second trial and like hung up Chihiro's body. Oh, there's people here. Let's see what people have got to say. I'm sure I saw someone else. Or is it just the shadows messing with me again? It was. Okay, what have you got, Nekomaru? Hey, you're not going to New Island, Nekomaru?
Oh.
I'm worried Akane is going to do something reckless about those mono beasts. I'm going to guard the bridges for a while and leave you guys to explore the New Island. Yeah, got it. Quite good at taking care of people. I wonder if he has a habit of being a team manager. Probably. Looking is right. The mono beast blocking this bridge is gone. And if we cross the bridge, we should be able to reach the New Island. Feeling a hope in my heart that overshadowed any lingering fear and nervousness I felt, I crossed the bridge that led to the New Island. What the...
Is that the third island?
Was that called Titty Typhoon?
Different compared to the previous islands.
Yeah, this is very industrial. Residents and ruins are all in shambles. This barely feels like a resort. This is probably the actual, like, inhabited, not tourist location island. Not just that, there's definitely no sign of any people here either. It feels a little dangerous somehow. It might be better to proceed cautiously. Oh, I like the music as well. Hospital, music venue, motel, Electric Avenue, movie theatre. That's it. Okay. So what's the map look like for here? Alright, let's just start circling around then. Start with the hospital. Looks like this is the hospital's lobby. The ambience feels like something out of a horror film. I definitely don't want to be a patient here. Hajime! Holy shit! Oh, I'm sorry I scared you. Oh, I could never be mad at you. Don't worry. Even if you have a heart attack from getting too scared, this is a hospital after all. The moment I have a heart attack, I'll definitely have something I need to be worried about. But this hospital is a little strange. I can't find any doctors, nurses, or patients anywhere. So Fuyahiko's not here then. Just as I thought, here too. Damn it, there's nobody here either. What's going on with this island?
But...
I noticed all the medical supplies are still here. I'm not sure they'll be useful unless we check them. I need to go check them, right? Understood. I'll go ahead and do that in a flash, so please don't hate me. Miku frantically run to the other end of the dark hall and disappeared, making a huge fuss as she left. I guess that means it's okay to leave this place to her, huh? I hope she gets some character development and grows out of her shell a little bit before either her death or worse, you know? Wait, let's read what this says first. Paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's a hospital notice. But there's no one on the island, so who is it written for? What have you got, Gundam? Of all the people, I seem I've immersed myself in nostalgia. This place is similar to a place where the mark of defeating the devil was carved into my body long ago. Mark of defeating the devil? You mean the scar on your eye?
How pitiful.
I have said too much. Forget what you have heard for your sake. He's already volunteered that information, and now he's already telling me to forget it? Can I go through the hallway? Patient room and consultation room. And beyond this point, well, it's fine if I leave it to Mikan. Wrong button. I guess that's everything. Yeah, because that's just the usual. Let's go then. Alright, let's go to the music venue. My girl, the Buki's probably going to be here if I had to hazard a guess. This would be right up her alley. Building with its gaudy and tasteless neon lights obviously looks suspicious. I can't say for sure there's no danger. I should cautiously check what's inside. Oh, Sonya's here too. I had a feeling you'd be here and be in a very good mood too, Ibuki. This is your paradise, isn't it? What the? Why are you shouting so suddenly? Don't surprise me like that. The truth is so overwhelming that I can't help shouting out.
That's totally
Because this is a music venue, right? Yeah, looks like it.
I love music.
I never expected to find a music venue. I can't help feeling excited. I never expected to find a music venue. I can't help feeling excited.
Huh?
Did I just say that twice?
Huh?
Did I just say that twice? You okay? You're giving off a weird vibe.
No problem.
Not at all. I'm totally fine.
problemo.
Not at all. I'm totally fine. Oh, did I just say that twice again? Oh, did I just say that twice again? You look very okay. Yeah, with a venue like this, Ibuki has no choice but to lend a helping hand. This is just the beginning. I'll invite everyone to feel this wonderful feeling. It's like the smug feeling you get when you explain something with an elaborate metaphor no one understands. I feel like I understand, but at the same time I don't understand. Oh well. If you've really taken a liking to this music venue, I'll leave you to investigate. Leave it to me, like, let me bite you. I'm tired, I should hurry up and go check out the other place. Back to that again, huh? The whole let me bite you.
Amazing!
It's a splendid place, Hajime. This place must be the fabled disco. Disco?
See?
It's where hip youngsters wear feather fans and tight clothes as they dance their go-go's and lambadas. I have no clue what Sonya's talking about. Oh, no, I don't want to leave here yet. Stage. Probably never get a chance to be in the limelight. Oh, right, I should be on the lookout for the Monokumas, shouldn't I? Like controlling panel. Apparently you control the baton lighting with this. Storage. It says staff only on the door. It's probably some sort of storage room. Might as well check inside. There's a lot of different instruments in here, including drum sets and guitars. So there's a stage design stuff too. Paint, stage lights, wallpaper, curtains. Is there something special here that we need right now? Always got to check to see if there's a Monokuma. Their carpeting, wallpapers, even different paints. Probably stuff used to livening up the stage design or live performances. Step ladders. There are 2 step ladders next to each other. Must be required for stage design. They might even be used for stuff like film projects. You can see your whole body in this full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. For a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. I think that's about it. If we're all done, we should leave. So I don't think there's a Monokuma hidden anywhere here. There's nothing out here. So something went beep beep like, as he was running like in between, so I thought there was something I was missing, but no. Good old motels. Oh, hello you. Small building with guest accommodations and a parking lot. This is supposed to be a motel, right? I've seen them before in movies, but this is my first time actually seeing one in person. What a rundown motel. It's pretty unsanitary too. It's just like Hajime's house. You've never seen my house. Oh, I didn't know you were here. You don't stand out at all, so I didn't notice you. Anyway, this place is seriously run down. It's like the perfect home for minimum wage workers. That's a bit harsh, don't you think? But we gotta make sure we check it thoroughly. It's possible there might be a clue here. If you think so, why don't you go inside and look around instead of standing around here doing nothing? Except being a pain in the ass.
Hey!
You're probably too vulgar to get this, but there's a saying, praise a fool, and you may make him useful. What's that supposed to mean? Akane was checking out the inside. After I gave her a little praise, she got really excited about it. A dumbass like her is pretty rare, so you gotta make sure she's treated well. If her rotten attitude is this extreme, I can't really take it personally. Bunch of similar looking private rooms. The insides probably look the same too. It's dark and slightly dirty. There's no doubt that a room like this would be perfect in a crime movie. If it's just to stay the night, the cottage is good enough. Is that it? We can't even go in. What about this? This three-wheeler. A run-down, rusted and rotting car, someone abandoned. Maybe it'll start if you keep staring at it. That's it then, huh? We can't go into one of the motels and see how Akane's doing. Electric Avenue. A bunch of street booths filled with electric appliances at the back of the narrow hallway. Machines and other parts are clustered together on display. It seems rather fishy. But wait, with this many machines, you can probably find something we can use as a two-way communication, right? It's like it's best if I search around here. Hang on, if that counts, I doubt it. But does the little face that was on the writing in the hospital count as well? I'm gonna hope not. I'll just check later off screen or something. What is this? So many machines. Just looking at them, I have no clue what they're used for. I don't really recommend that section. What do you mean? Well, I'm pretty sure amateurs won't really get it. All that stuff there, it's all machines used for stuff like wiretapping or recording secret videos. Looks like there's some ancient looking surveillance cameras too. Hang on one sec. Ugh. Anyway, looks like there's some ancient looking surveillance cameras too. Machines used for recording secret videos? Hey, don't get it twisted. I have a mechanical knowledge of these things. I've never actually used them before, alright? No one said you did. But you should be kept an eye on just in case your simping for Sonya goes a bit too far. Speaking of surveillance cameras, we're being constantly videotaped and wiretapped by Monokuma, right? Like, I'm kind of jealous because what does he see when he's watching Miss Sonya? Oh, for God's sake. He says he's never used these before. If I let him be, he's not a person who will eventually use them. Television corner. Hey, this is right up my alley. There's a lot of CRT TVs lined up here. They look pretty old. Looks like they're not even designed for terrestrial digital broadcasting. Not that it matters. It looks like the TV signal isn't reaching here anyway. Are you serious? Are you shitting me? What happened? I thought you'd be happier about being surrounded by so much machinery.
Of course not.
No, don't say stupid things. I'm the ultimate mechanic, you know. Of course I'm happy when I'm surrounded by machines. Then you should be happier. Dude, try to understand how I'm feeling. I have this unexplainable, conflicting feeling about whether or not I should be happy. I can't understand that kind of feeling. Yeah, Soda, stop! But why? Why do you feel so conflicted? There's all this machinery lined up here. Oh damn, I want to take them apart. I want to dismantle them and look inside. That's how I usually think, right?
Aw, man.
But I don't know if now... I know now's not the time for me to be doing something like that. That's why I feel so conflicted. Is wanting to dismantle normal? Hell yeah, it's like if you have the hoots for a chick, you want to take off her clothes, right? I mean, if you're a teenager, when you get a little older, Soda, you liking someone doesn't quite just go that one way, you know? Yeah, that's a part of it because it's relationships in a nutshell. Everything is a part of it, but it's not as simple as that, Soda. There's a lot more under the surface than that. And you want to check out her bone structure, right? Like her ribs or what part of her bones stick out, right? Now you're just being weird. That's not normal. That's a pretty aerobatic sex fetish.
You serious?
Seriously? I see. So wanting to see a chick's bone structure makes me a little perverted. Pretty much. No, you learn to like a girl for the girl. We need to raise your rights, Soda. If you want to stand a chance with Miss Sonya, she's a very sophisticated princess. She's not gonna like someone who's just like, oh, you gotta like their body, right? Skeleton fetish. No, I get. It's like it's an extension of. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it because I know people who are like this. I'm not. It's not my thing. I'm not about to go into fetishes, so don't ask. But the easiest way to explain it is that it's like when you see someone super skinny and you can see the outline of their ribs slightly, or maybe like, you know, hopefully a little bit healthier than that, but you can still see like the outline of them a little bit. Some people like that they're skinnier because they find them easier to hug, like they can be more squeezable, and so they like the bone structure being more visible because it means that they are going to be skinnier as a whole, and so they're going to be more squeezable. If that makes any sense at all. Like there are some people like that, so I can sort of reason his logic, but it's not something you should say out loud anyway, especially because he's just like, yeah, like all of the bones. Like what Soda has is a little bit weirder because he's like, he wants to know what her elbow and wrist arm's like, which I suppose maybe in that sense he would like someone who's not as physically strong, because then like the arm bone would be more physical, there'd be less muscle. And I'm done with this topic, let's move on. Though they're a little old-fashioned and run down, they all look like they can still be used. I know, if I can connect to the internet, we might be able to call for help with these. As soon as I thought of that, I grabbed a random laptop, pulled it out of a pile, and turned it on. I tried to see if it connects to the internet. I doubt it, we're in the middle of nowhere. It's no use, looks like it's not connecting. Well, as though it'd be that easy. But just when I was about to give up, my eyes noticed the strange icons arranged on the desktop. The Uzumi X file? What is this? Without thinking, I clicked the strangely named icon. It's a document file. Based on the format, it looks like it's some kind of report. I scanned across the words displayed on the screen. About the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The horrendous event originated with some students in Hope's Peak Academy causing a revolt. The students of the reserve departments were dissatisfied with being treated differently than the primary department and began to fight the academy. At first, the dispute was confined to the campus, and hopes were high that it would settle down someday. But things quickly escalated. Behind the scenes of that rebellion, a huge authority was exerting its influence. Eventually, it spread like an infection, provoking riots in various parts of the world. It was unlike any previous act of terrorism or coup d'état. It seems to have a very much different purpose. However, no matter what we assume, we simply cannot apply reason to this subversive movement. Nonetheless, the destruction is not chaotic or disorganized, it is both purposeful and malicious. Therefore, it is a subversive movement full of despair. Hope's Peak Academy became the origin of the incident and was forced to put an end to their long history. As for the students who survived, they were forced to kill each other as a lesson of despair. It's no use, the words are too garbled to read beyond this point. Oh, is this depicting the first game's events? Are they saying that the primary students were maybe all the first game's cast, and the subsidiary group of students were maybe this game's cast, and so they weren't knowing of each other?
Boy!
How normal. It's not normal, like a dog barking. It's such a normal reaction that it's actually quite novel. Hey, can't you react with more gusto? Don't you know how very, very important this scene is? Could it be... Were you the one who created this file?
What's this?
My, what makes you think that? Because it's obviously the only thing I can think of. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, riots in various parts of the world, and Hope's Peak Academy getting destroyed? It sounds like something stupid you'd make up. And? What's Hope Peak Academy's reserve department? I've never heard of that before.
What?
Really? That's weird. Of all people, you should definitely be the one who knows about it. Yeah, okay, so we're the reserve department. What do you mean? I guess you forgot about it along with your memories of your school life, so it can't be helped. While we're on the subject of stupid things, that file said something about students who survived. Is it referring to us? Then the rest of that file is...
Hey.
Hold on a sec, you guys. Just what the heck are you guys talking about? It doesn't make any sense. Movies with no images, music with no sound, novels with no words. These are things that truly don't make any sense. So you can't say something this simple doesn't make any sense. Who cares about that? Just answer me. Who are the students who survived?
No.
I wouldn't know an important story like that, because the only thing I'm good for is being cute. Damn it, he ran away again. Hajime, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I'm sure he's making all that up. That's it, that's definitely it. Hello, my dear. Somehow it looks like she's fishing things out of a pile of electronical appliances. Chiaki, what happened? Are you looking for something?
Well?
Yeah, I was wondering if there are any games consoles in here. Sometimes old hardware is treated like junk. Ah, so that's what you're doing. I already have a TV in my cottage, so it doesn't have to be a non-portable device. I'll settle for anything. If you find something, let me know. I'll help you carry it back to your cottage.
Yep.
Yeah, I will. But I don't want to play video games for a while. I'd rather not be reminded of the previous incident. Yeah, that's fair enough. A lot of electronical appliances in this mess, including home appliances and acoustic equipment. All of these look old. Do they even still work? The cell phone corner. Oh, they're old flip phones. You can tell that this game is not new. I say that, even in like 2011, I think iPhone and touchscreen-esque phones were starting to come around then to begin with. I think most people started like flip phones or like older phones in that sense, but you know what I mean? Like it was the turn of the tide around that time. So it was like 2007, 2008 that iPhone started to exist. I might be misremembering that though, because I don't use iPhones. My phone is like a Google Pixel thing, so they don't get reception even with all this variety. They might as well be paperweights. All right, I think that's everything we can get from here. So let's move on. Movie Theater, The Wizard of Monomi.
Welcome!
Oh god. We're currently showing right now, so please wait 5 minutes for the next showing to start. Showing? What does that mean?
What are you
You guys just for
saying?
show? Look around. This is a movie theater, right?
Of course!
It's obviously showing a movie. Showing a movie? Well, I guess there's no need to even ask. They're just going to say this is the next motive, right? It's like Killing Syndrome murder case. You're not going to watch your movie. Whatever it is, I'm never going to see it. My goodness. And I was even thinking about giving you an invitation ticket.
Damn it!
But I won't let you to not watch it. I went to too much trouble to make this movie. If you don't watch it, I'm going to be sad. So your movie is no different than the game you made.
No, no!
The game is a shoddy piece of crap, but this movie is definitely a masterpiece. Anyway, as long as I refuse to allow it, you will never have the choice to not watch it.
I am Monokuma!
On this island, my word is law. If I don't watch it, what are you going to do about it?
What the heck?
No way I'll allow such reckless behaviour. There's no way I'd allow it, but
What are you gonna do?
I'll forgive you if you purchase a Monokuma sticker at the goods counter over there. Monokuma sticker? Do you mean this? Strange goods left on top of the counter. Well, looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a Takala Monomi's face on it.
No!
Oh, did I catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag used for a variety of common tasks. Hey, the poster's back. Oh, you mean the one on the right? Yeah. The one that I think's like not so subtly advertising Ultra Despair Girls. Limited item. Only one person can have it. By the way, apparently tote bags were originally invented to carry around ice. So how about it? Want to buy it? I'll pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. I'll be upfront with you. I cut a lot of corners making that thing. That's too upfront. But is this sticker is this the sticker you were talking about? I'm sorry, I was born stupid. It's not funny, and I don't understand its purpose. How half-assed is this?
Actually...
To tell you the truth, it's a very lucky sticker I received from a wandering, miracle-working priest.
What?
And it could be yours for a special price of $1.5 million. $1.5 million? Don't mess with me. I don't even have that kind of money. Pay me when you get off this island. If you don't like it, you can always just watch my... Fine, I'll pay it. Oh, I'm surprised. How long can I pay after I get out of here? I'll pay anything, even $1.5 million. Well, the first person to ever pay $1.5 million for this sticker. In other words, you really don't want to watch my movie, huh? That makes me a sad Monokuma. Maybe it's going to make a huge profit. It's okay. I'm the mascot who has a hobby on counting money, after all. I'm the worst mascot ever.
Here!
Come on, take it, thief, and slap it on your forehead, thief. Take advantage of this divine opportunity, thief. The cigar I received was even thinner and more cheap looking than I thought it would be. It's like a prize from a box of candy. Do I really agree to pay so much money for this piece of crap? Maybe I am a little crazy. Well then, looks like this showing is over. Alrighty, I'll go collect those questionnaires. And at this moment, Monokuma started humming and skipped away towards the door leading into the theatre. Slam! The door opened violently and one person appeared from within. Oh, of course you would go. Guess it is a motive. Nagito, please answer my questionnaire. Doesn't matter if I answer it. The movie was so boring, it was torture. Minutes felt like there's a Monokuma to collect there, by the way. Like weeks while I was watching it. Well, I guess that is what art is, but it's not really art unless it surpasses common sense. I thought it was going to be another motive, but I guess that's not the case. What's a letdown? If money would have settled this, I should have just settled it with money. Like I was so depressed, the movie must have been really, really bad. I definitely made the right call by not watching it.
I knew you could do it.
But yeah, that's the suspicious poster. Video game poster. It looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna buy that. Oh, do I have to talk to him? Fine. What do you want, you little troublemaker? I'm so tired from boredom. If money could have got me out of seeing it, I would have just sold it with money. Let me ask you something. If you were told you could pay $1.5 million and not watch that movie, I'd gladly pay it. I like it. Hajime had to confirm for himself. Quick answer. The movie must have been that bad, huh? Oh no, that said outside. I wanted to go into the actual theatre. I went the wrong way.
Please wait.
Hajime, over here. Please hold on. I'm guessing there was nothing else of interest, though. Sonia, did something happen?
Well?
Just now, I went to the hospital and it appears Mika has made a very serious discovery at the hospital. A very serious discovery at the hospital? It's not strange drugs or thick needles or anything like that, right? Hajime, it appears you are the same as me, huh?
See?
It is the same as if I turn around he's there, but I also remember that person in the wind. What are you talking about? Jesus, are you so unrefined? It is Japan's legendary medical drama. Person in the Wind aired in 1984 and set the standard for every trendy drama that followed.
Well?
It's about a righteous rookie doctor and an elite senior doctor who fight over their mutual love interest. The movie was so bad it made him sane. Actually, the lead actor and actress got married in real life. Hold on, why do you know so much about old Japanese medical dramas? Anyway, please hurry. We'll be waiting in the patient's room in the back of the hospital's first floor. Patient's room at the back of the hospital's first floor. I don't really understand, but most will head over to the hospital.
Hello there.
You're late, Hajime. Feels like you're the last one. Are the others already here? Yep. There are patient rooms lining the hallway, but everyone is apparently gathered in the room at the very back. You're not going with them? Miss Sonia, as expected from the ultimate princess. She cordially asked me to come. She's very much in touch with the feelings of us common folk. Nevertheless, I know my place. I'm not reckless enough to go along with her. Since it's going to be a touching scene, a worthless thing like me would be a nuisance, right? Well, you would be a nuisance, but not because you're worthless, but because you're a pain in the ass. Touching scene? Hajime, I'm jealous of you. Jealous of me?
Hey.
You don't know what your talent is, but you're showing no distress, and you're even opening up to everyone.
Great.
That must mean you have a lot of confidence in yourself, right? Are you being sarcastic?
Wow.
No, not at all. But still, I do wonder what sort of talent you really possess. Since you've dragged it out along already, I'm sure you must be an appropriately magnificent talent. Who knows? It's not like it's my fault for dragging this out too. You're right.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for stopping you for such a foolish conversation. Please go on ahead, take care. After all that, what did he really want to say to me? Can we tie him up before I'm in the movie theatre and make it so his punishment is having to watch Monokuma's thing all the time? I wanted to click this head to see if that was counted as a Monokuma thing earlier, but it doesn't, so we're in the clear. The hallway, and it was down at the end. Whoa, okay, here's the moving bit. So, last room on the first floor, right? It was this one then. I can hear a voice on the other side of the door. Sounds like they're all really here, but what are they doing here? I had a feeling something bad was happening again. Cautiously, I opened the door. Huh? I couldn't help raising my voice. Hey!
You all look like you've seen a ghost.
Yukiko, are you alright?
Mentally, probably not after Peko.
It's just a scratch.
That's not a scratch at all, though.
Well, I'm relieved to see you. I was worried you were done for.
There's no way I'd die from something like this. There's no way I can die.
Yeah, he's gonna believe he has to live for Peko now, doesn't he? Not as a tool, but as a promise to a lover. Earlier, I asked Monokuma and he showed me his medical records. There's a lot of sword-related wounds, but they were relatively light wounds, no organs or nerves were damaged. Considering how fiercely he was attacked, this is pretty miraculous. No, I think that's a testament to how much of an ultimate swordswoman Peko was, that her slice was that perfect. You're a ballsy one. So what we called having the devil's luck.
Is that so?
Who knows, maybe it wasn't luck.
Well?
Maybe Peko gave her life to protect Fuyuhiko.
Are you serious?
She protected him? Well, she was getting attacked by the hordes of marionettes?
But still.
But if she really wanted to protect Fuyuhiko at all costs, it's not strange to think that she would have done that. No, I think it's better we think about it like that.
You
think so too, right, Fuyuhiko? That must have been what you thought. There's no way you can die, right?
Who knows?
Yeah, he's suffering. After forcing out those words, Fuyuhiko turned to his bed away from us. and stopped talking. I think Fuyuhiko should rest here for a while. His wounds haven't fully healed, so it'd be bad if he overexerted himself. No need to worry, I'll take care of him for the time being. I mean, that's what nurses are for. Literally, you're in the perfect position.
Now then.
You hear that, Fuyuhiko? Just relax and get some sleep.
Leave it to me.
I'll be the one who avenges you.
That's obviously
Seriously, he's not dead. You shouldn't, talk so loudly in front of the injured.
Hold on.
Akane, Fuyuhiko has finally come back to us. You better not do anything reckless. I can't stand the thought of losing someone any longer.
Move.
I know that. I just have to win, right?
This is bad.
This is bad. She doesn't understand at all. Then do whatever you want. Hey, Nekomaru.
Sheesh.
You're the kind of woman who refuses to listen once her mind is made up. I know that all too well. So do whatever you want. I don't care about you anymore. However, I'm never going to do it to you again.
Huh?
It? Please keep your voices down. You're the loudest one here.
Hey!
Hey, wait a sec, Nekomaru. It was my first time. I never thought something that would feel so good even existed in this world. My body still hasn't forgotten. And now you're saying you're just going to stop all of a sudden? What did these two get up to?
It's hot.
My body's getting all hot again just thinking about it. They're trying to imply that they had sex, but we both know that's not what it's going to be. It's going to be that they had like a very particular fighting match or like a very particular challenge that they're not going to do again.
Hey!
You're kidding me. Is it what I think it is? Huh? You're going to heed my warning. It's unfortunate, but it must come to an end. As he spat those words, Nekomaru left the patient's room.
Wait!
Hold on, I can't live without it. With a voice that sounded like it wanted to cling on to Nekomaru, Akane rushed out of the patient's room.
Oh my!
I wonder what that was all about. Phew, it's finally quiet. Such bad manners to raise your voice inside a hospital.
How pitiful.
Humans are such foolish creatures. Hey, Hiyoko? It's nothing. It's definitely wrong. I mean, she's glaring really hard at Fuyuhiko. But I guess it makes sense. Fuyuhiko is the one who got Mihiru killed by Peko. Well, it's kinda. She acted without his order. It was just that she was so built in with that mindset. But yeah, I get that she'd be angry at him. When Hiyoko was nearly framed as her killer. There's no way she's just going to get over that. Hey, why are you making such a scary face?
No, right?
Like, no matter what, it means it, right? You're still on about this, Soda? Still talking about it?
Hey.
Suspicious, it's definitely suspicious. Get over it. What we gotta do is follow them. You think so too, right? No, I'm not doing this shit with you again. A fire that didn't need to be started, he became a towering inferno. God, this is a busy room. Let's talk to everyone but you. Let's talk to Sonia. I'm so glad that Fuyuhiko's life was saved. Like Chiaki said, it must be due to Peko. Yeah, that's probably it.
I am concerned.
But I'm getting a little tired. It must be from all the relief. We should leave the investigation of the new island for tomorrow and retire for the evening. I leave this matter entirely in your hands. It doesn't happen often, but once in a while, Sonia forcibly reminds me she's a princess. What should we do? Do you guys want to call it quits for today? We can talk about it tomorrow. I know we're all tired from walking we've done today. Please leave Fuyuhiko to me. I will make sure he's nursed back to health.
I'll do my best.
I will do my very best to nurse him back to health so I won't be hated. She's still glaring. For now, we decided to call it a day and headed back to our cottages. Walking around all day wore us out, but the exhaustion we felt might have also been a feeling of relief. I arrived at my cottage much earlier than usual and fell into a deep, deep sleep. Yeah, next chance we save, I'll wrap up the live stream. Probably.
What are you thinking?
You admire superheroes? Don't you understand what superheroes are like? Superheroes live to stop people from achieving their hopes and dreams, you know? But immediately attack people in groups because they don't have any friends themselves, you know? They're all short-tempered and say stuff like, now I'm mad and I won't forgive you, and laugh, you know? They're lazy people who run away once the other guy starts fighting back, you know? They're willing to use weapons even if they're fighting someone who is alone or unarmed, you know? They're always the winner, so they don't have to it's like they have weaklings' worries, you know? And they like to wear flashy costumes, you know? Stop saying you know! Which means they're all a bunch of smart, good-looking, violent, stubborn elitists who don't have many friends.
Emergency!
Do you really want to admire people like that? New morning.
Ahem.
Host Peak Academy school trip. Oh, right. Been a while since I slept a lot. My head feels clearer thanks to that. Alright, I should head over to the restaurant. Actually, how long has this live stream been going on before? I'll go check the restaurant at least and then save. We're under 4 hours still, so I don't mind going a little bit longer. Hello, Mikan. Good morning, Mikan.
Hello.
Hajime, good morning. It's always time to meet up with everyone at the restaurant, right? Yeah, I was about to go as well. I'm glad. I went to check on Fuyuhiko, so I thought I was late. See, you were busy this morning. Not at all. I'm only useful in situations like this anyway. How's Fuyuhiko doing? Well, it might be better to ask you at the restaurant as everyone's together. I understand. Then I should go ahead. I should go to the restaurant. He's already going to be like up and walking around, isn't he? Like a psycho. Oh, there's a lot of people to talk to out here. Is there someone over there too? Yeah, let's go talk to Nekomaru because he's over here. Yo, Nekomaru.
Your voice is too soft.
Project your voice more from your stomach. Jeez, you feel this every morning? Good morning. All right, now your voice can reach the sun.
Oh.
And to our departed Mihiru and Peku. You're right. I'm sure they heard it. And to Byakuya and well, maybe not Teru Teru actually.
Huh?
Just a mere team manager, therefore I do not know anything about art. However, when I saw Mihiru's photos for the first time, my vulgar heart was greatly shaken. Truly, it was a splendid thing. Pity what happened to Mihiru, but I'll never forget what she taught me. How she taught me the value of art. Yeah, I'll never forget it either. Alright, back over here. Hello, Gundam. Yo, Gundam. For you to actually greet me in the morning, I appraise your admirable endeavour, slave. When did I ever become your slave?
How pitiful.
Speaking of slaves, Peku too was a foolish soul. Huh?
Fine.
I accept her desire to merely remain her owner's loyal tool. However, that's a limitation of base creatures. My 4 dark divas of destructions are not tools, nor are they slaves.
Let's go,
They are
Chompy,
healthy underlings.
Magazine, Sandy, Champy.
And their friends whose loyalty are matched by their devotion to military rule. At times we clash over our ideals, and our tempers flare. But that only bolsters our power and allows us to reach greater heights. That is why I will one day exist as the supreme overlord of this world.
Stay back.
Just as I thought. Apparently it's too difficult for a simple human to understand. Friends, I think they're saying something very cool, but the fact that his friends are hamsters is a bit problematic. Actually, I'm not keep on changing my mind. I'll talk to these 3, talk to the people in the hotel lobby, then I'll save. Because Mikan might have a long, extensive report and it might lead into something else. What's up, best girl? What happened? I want to listen. Huh?
Emergency!
I want to listen to songs by Ibuki's favorite artists. Oh, yeah, makes sense. You're a musician. You're likely to have your own set of music you're going to be super into, and being away from it's just going to hurt your energy. So TV or radio here, you know, or something to death with musical deprivation. Don't they sell CDs at the supermarket?
This is going nowhere.
They do, but it's only the classics and the usual mainstream pop. Right at the moment, new albums are plopping out all over the world. I do have this CD, but it's not the kind of music you like, right?
Oh.
This is summer festivities. You must not be scared or anything if you seriously showed this to me, Hajime. Is there something wrong? Crap, I seriously can't believe you don't know.
Hey!
The song Summer Festivities is by the Black Cherries. Those guys always got hyped as rivals of my old band. Concert promoters would be like battles of the band, an epic showdown between the chicks and the dudes. And they always like to compare their ticket sales and concert attendance numbers with ours. Oh, really? Then it doesn't matter to me anymore since I left the group.
Why, you...
Like, music shouldn't be reduced to sales numbers. Yeah, you're right. However, thanks to that CD, I thought up something awesome. Something awesome?
Yes!
Okie dokie, Hajime, I have a question for you. Are you free tonight? That's sudden. What time is tonight exactly?
Hold on a sec.
Hey, I'm the one asking the questions here. Hurry up and answer me. Tonight, I'm free. Well, I guess I have some free time. Yahoo! Nice answer, just as expected from Hajime.
Hey!
Then let's see, 2 hours before Monokuma makes his announcement, let's all meet at the supermarket, okay? Yeah, got it. I'm looking forward to it. Is that a, because I had a particular item, it's going to lead to an exclusive scene kind of thing? Actually, did I actually have that as a present? Spike, jewellery, headphones, stapler, gauntlet. Yeah, I think it is. It makes sense. Yeah, and that's all that. Wooden stick, It's not bad. Alright, let's talk to the last couple people and then they'll wrap up. Hey, Akane.
Yo!
Yo, Hajime. Yo, good morning.
Hey!
Oh, you're looking better than usual. Everyone I've met's like that too. Did something happen? Well, Fuyuhiko is safe, that's probably why. I don't know why, but I also feel like I can, eat more delicious food than usual.
Right.
Speaking of which, why don't I challenge my limits? I'm gonna eat everything in the restaurant. Even though she's not aware of it, Akane definitely looks happy too. What about you little menace?
Jeez!
Doesn't it feel like we're forced to meet up at the restaurant every morning? There's something I need to find at the supermarket today. Something to find? Want me to help you? It's fine, I'm just gonna go look for a camera and I'll probably find it really fast. Jeez, how annoying. Oh, she really misses her friend. And there's probably... Chiaki's probably in the lobby, so I'll talk to her. Oh, and Soda. What do you want, Soda?
Yo!
Yo, Hajime, how are you? Are you playing a game? It's rare to see you playing games. Yeah, well, Chiaki's always into playing it, right? I couldn't help noticing. So she's letting me play for a little while.
Hey.
It's not like that. It's not like this is my machine. There's no reason for me to give you permission. You say that, but you're like the queen of the arcade machine.
Think so?
Really?
You serious?
You're not aware of that at all? Well, after getting beaten up in the previous match, I'll definitely return the favour. You don't have to return the favour. What did you say? Are you saying I just have to stay a loser? Then let me tell you this, you'll definitely catch this topic's bait. You want to listen, right? You really want to say it? And what is it?
Right.
Yeah, listen and be amazed. There's a street on the third island with lots of busted machines, right? I found some portable game consoles hiding in that junk over there. Really? Is that true? Yeah, see? What'd I tell you? You totally took the bait. But still, it looks like this is out of order. Oh, how useless.
Hey.
Hold on. Who do you think I am? I'll definitely fix it up till it's brand new. Then when it's fixed, I'll give it to you. Then I'll wait, but I won't look forward to it, probably. Probably. Look forward to it, otherwise I'll be sad, you know? Just watch. I'll completely fix it up. I'll make you say thank you with tears running down your face. You see? Isn't his intent kind of off? What about you, Chiaki? Good morning. What happened? You don't sound that excited. Kazuchi's playing that arcade machine over there. You can just play it together. I played one match with him earlier. He told me to give it my all, so I did, and I got yelled at for winning a flawless victory. He said I was childish for playing seriously against an amateur. Kazuchi, I wonder which one's more childish. And that is where I'm going to leave this. We will go upstairs and probably find out from Mika and what's going on with Fuyuhiko next time. But damn, I can't get over how much I really enjoyed the end of that last case. I feel like it was very well done. And I feel like when it was the whole, like, Peko tried to pretend to be the masked killer, some of the integrity was starting to fit, like, flimsy a little bit on how I felt towards Peko. But I think when you found out she was just doing every single thing possible to hide the fact that Fuyuhiko was involved, like, she was prepared to die even if it meant taking her own, like, even if, no matter what sort of thing. I know what I mean, like, she was prepared to let everyone else die for the sake of Fuyuhiko, even if it meant everyone hated her getting there, you know? And so I think it ended up... I feel like I'm justified in her still being my second favourite character. Ibuki's still my favourite, and I pray to God that she doesn't die or become a killer herself. But I think we're about done here, so next time we'll go into Case 3, and we'll see how it compares, because it won't just be a matter of comparing it to Case 2. I'll also want to compare it to Case 3 of the last game, considering how much I disliked Case 3 in the last game. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.